Oi, get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. Oh, art thou Florian? I believe you're looking for a new football club, my mate. Hey, England, Manchester, Etihad, this Stad will be playing Champions League football next year, my friend. Yeah, how about you take a little 2-2 Ryanair jet from Leverkusen over to Manchester. We'll get you a nice hotel stay. Little 2-2 medical, £300,000 a week. Couple bonuses thrown in there. 2-2 Ballon d'Or in a couple years. Champions League. Happy days. You want to go Bayern Munich. Little 2032 Bayern Munich driller. Happy days. We get the next up and coming star. How about it, Florian? Florian. How art thou, Florian?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. Why are these men never on time for streams? You know who was on time? Me and Dio. You get me? Where's Lewis? Where's Flawless? Where's your goats? They're not even here. You get me? Jay turned up 2 minutes ago and we started the stream, and Vader was 5 minutes late, so it's not our fault, myself and Dio. We are here on time. Big up Dio. You get me? So big up everyone except Vader. I second that as well. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Go on, Vader.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vader Games.
Big up Vader Games. Big up Vader. Big up to you, Vader. Appreciate you as always. Big up to all of you guys, man. Listen, there's already 200 people in the building. I appreciate you all. Please do like the video. Please do subscribe to the channel. Flawless and Lewis are on their way, guys. I'm going to be messaging them on the side now as soon as we start. They told me they're on their way. I want to start off by speaking about the North London Derby / the title race. So this is like an Arsenal Spurs City topic at the same time. Let me start off with the one that got slapped up for one. Jay, brother, what's going on? Talk to me. You're on mute. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's something. There's what's it that people call it? What, torture porn. You know, like watching a man who's just had his been beaten heavily at home, and then you guys want me to relive it constantly on different streams. You know, go. Do you understand what I'm saying?
He's already dead.
People have a go. People have a go at Netflix for glorifying serial killers, and I think that this is broadly of the same family.
Hey! Where are we going with this? Where are we going? How have we started this segment on two mad things?
Listen, I'm saying, yeah, in this game, right, at all times in this game, Arsenal were kind of the better team. Yeah, they were just keeping us at arm's length. We had a little bit of a chance at the end of the first half. Now, I will say, as somebody that doesn't like to moan about referees, in this kind of game, you need the referee to be like a little bit on your side / 50-50. Like, call it down the middle. The referee did not call this match strictly down the middle. Yeah, like Gabriel could easily have got a red card for taking out Muani. Gabriel got a very soft, push for the second goal. Arsenal were the better team, like obviously. But what I'm saying is, in these games when you don't have much going on for your team, if these moments can kind of drop for you, if these moments can kind of go for you, you know, it can be a thing. But no, pretty disappointing. 5 goals from Eze. 5 goals in one season. I think they're all open play goals as well, which is. And I was saying this the other day on a different stream. I was like, we made Gyökeres look like peak Didier Drogba, and that is Dragusin's fault. And this is, and I've said it once, I'll say it again. People think their players have turned the corner when in reality they've just played Tottenham Hotspur. And I want people to hold that and keep that in mind when rating Gyökeres. How often is Gyökeres going to play Dragusin, who could be the worst starting centre back in the league?
Try not to get 2 cards and go down to 9 men.
What?
Another.
No, we can hear what you're doing.
Yeah, sorry.
Dio, we can hear the soundboard.
Yeah. So anyway, so It's a terrible result. I mean, I was saying this the other week. Yeah, we can definitely get relegated. Like, I was thinking about it, and I was like, when Newcastle got relegated in like 15, 16, they had a pretty good team. Like, they had a pretty good team. Ours is probably a little bit better, but if everyone's injured, I definitely think we can get relegated. Wow. And I think West Ham are a better team than us. I just think we have a head start on them. Like, I've been watching West Ham over the last few weeks, and I'm like, I saw them throw away a win.
Are we doing the Spurs relegation thing like for real, Jay? Like for real?
Oh, well, why would that not be? We haven't won in 2026.
I mean, I don't know, brother. I'm asking you. You're the one that watches.
Listen.
I'm asking, are we doing a legit?
Yeah, bro. Legitimately, we can go, bro. Like legit. Honestly, on God, on my mother's life, I'm telling you now. Yeah, West Ham are a better team than us currently. I'm not saying that when Tudor plays the next couple of games, we'll look better than them. But I'm saying I've watched West Ham's games. I watched them against Chelsea. They shouldn't have lost. I watched them against United. They nearly won. Even this weekend when they played Bournemouth, they should have won. But West Ham should have 5 more points comfortably. For me, watching them over the last 6 weeks, they should have 5 more points. Forest, are you telling me? Do I say right now, team for team, that we have a better team than Forest? I don't know. I don't know. With our injuries, you can make a strong argument that Forest have a better team than us right now, today. If both teams were to line up today, Forest have got a better team. So you've got one team in West Ham who's in better form. Leeds are in better form than us. I don't know whether we're better than Forest. This is what I'm saying. If the manager doesn't bounce, if we don't bounce with this manager, like, relegation is a distinct possibility. And I'm being genuinely serious here. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. We can genuinely get relegated.
Tough times, man. It pains me to hear you say that, Jay, because I haven't done the nerding out, geeking out, that some fan bases want to do, looking at the upcoming fixtures. But if it's really that bleak, how are you preparing yourself for it? How are you?
I'm googling where Preston North End is. To be able to accordingly prepare for next year. I don't know how you. I think there's 3 scenarios here, and all of the scenarios are you are frying in your own grease. You can look at West Ham, yeah. You can look at West Ham. You can look at the situation. You can say, okay, their board didn't move quickly enough for Nuno. They didn't buy players quickly enough, and they're gonna run out of time. You can look at Marinakis at Forest. We always win. His overbearing approach. The fact that he picked Edu over Nuno. Forced Nuno out. Nuno forced himself out. Forest going into Europa League this season, 17th in the league. Or you could have Tottenham. Forced out Daniel Levy, my beloved Daniel Levy.
Whoa. Forced out Daniel Levy. Your beloved Daniel Levy?
Levy was forced out.
And you didn't think he was to go?
No, why? What, the guy's a generational chairman. You can see now what we look like without this chairman. Do you see what I mean? It's that bad, right? So listen, people can talk about since I've been a Spurs fan, Levy was always the chairman. Yeah, took us from mid-table Premier League team, Champions League finals, Europa League, etc., etc. So I'm like, these Nepo babies who have taken over our club, yeah, that it's not Kroenke, it's not Vinay under Kroenke, it's Vinay running our club. It's not Josh Kroenke above, there's no one above him. This is just Vinay running our club. This guy does not know how to run a club. Like, none of these guys know how to run a football club. So, yes, relegation is a microcosm of lots and lots and lots and lots of bad decisions, one after another. That's what relegation gets you. It gets you a crystallization of your bad decisions all in one go. And for anyone who thinks that Spurs, when you saw Leicester a few years ago with Maddison and Tielemans and all these good players go down, How many good players the Spurs currently? If you look at the Tottenham team right now, how many players in that team would you say are good players?
Not many. Not many.
I hear it because last season was really bad for you as well. The thing is with the Spurs game is like every time, I'll be honest, I stopped watching Spurs. And with all due respect to Jay, I love working with him. I will continue working with him. But Spurs being relegated has no effect on my life.
Wow.
Spurs' relevant period was during Pochettino, and after that a little bit for 10 games with Ange, and then ever since then it's really been downhill for them. The problem for Spurs is if they go down, they don't strike me as the type of club that would go straight back up either. Like, because in the championship that takes a lot of fight as well.
We're definitely taking it to the playoff final. That's the kind of season we have.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be automatic promotion. It will be playoff final shit. So
if you guys, I don't think you get relegated, but
me neither.
The reason, Jay,
before you go,
okay.
everyone keeps saying, "I don't think you'll get relegated."
I have my
any evidence.
Let me also get. That's what I want. I was about
to give you evidence, Jay.
I was about to offer that. I was just saying, like the bottom three, Burnley, West Ham, and these guys still have to play themselves, so they're going to take points off each other. That's number one, because they still have to play themselves again. Like once that happens, one of them, you probably have to contend with Leeds, right? Leeds have a tough run coming up. Their next game is City. Leeds are not beating City. So again, that puts them in the position whereby, I'm just saying like that everybody has a tough game, but these bottom guys still have to play. We still have to play Burnley and the likes of them who don't want to get relegated. We still have to go and play those guys. So for you, I think that all you need is a win or two to get you away from them. And I think that win or two can come because they'll play themselves and they'll take points off each other.
Sure,
that's the only reason why that's all.
My rebuttal would be, well, we played Wolves this season and we didn't beat them. We played Burnley recently away and we drew 2-2.
I agree with something.
We played them. So the teams around us, we're not beating.
I know, but what I'm saying is Wolves has to play Burnley still. Burnley still has to play West Ham. So they will take points off each other, which means that instead of them catching up to you, is what I'm saying, like they literally will burn each other out. And as long as you guys can win a game or two, you stay in the state.
You know what, Jay? I hear your concerns, and because I'm hearing your concerns, I'm going to cherish every time I'm on a panel with you, my brother.
Thank you.
For as long as it lasts. I hope it works out for
you.
No,
we have Jay. By the way, we don't bring Jay on A-listers to tell us his thoughts on Spurs.
We are
on A-listers for his football opinions. Jay is much bigger than Spurs,
Thank you. I'm going to be the champion.
Meanwhile, Vader, if City get relegated after the charges, you get me good luck.
I think you guys are really.
But
I'm just saying. I think you guys are really underestimating how much I think West Ham have worked out the formula. I really think West Ham have worked out the formula.
I think West Ham are going to again. That's what I'm saying. West Ham still has to play those people, and unless West Ham beat them, right? Unless West Ham beats the Burnleys and and these guys. Honestly speaking, it could be because you right now. Let's look at this table real and be honest about like right now you are what at you are table Tottenham right now you are where you are at 16.
That's 16th. That's 16th.
Yeah, you're 16th with how many points do you have? Right, 29 points. If West Ham win, listen. If West Ham win their next game, they are 28 points. They're still a point behind you. Like if West Ham win their next game, they are 28 points. So my point is now West Ham plays a Burnley and doesn't win. West Ham stays at 25 points. Burnley gets 3 points and goes to 22. They're still in the relegation zone.
West Ham at home.
So what I'm saying is, listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you are 29 points. The bottom three, you're 4 points ahead of West Ham, right? Which is the closest person to you. You are 10 points. You're 10 points ahead of Burnley. Burnley is not catching you with 10 points. I don't care what anybody says.
Forget about Burnley.
Is this humbling? Is this humbling?
No. What I'm saying is the reason I don't think.
Bro, they were here last season.
The reason I don't think Tottenham will get relegated
but to do it 2 seasons.
There's only one team there that you're West Ham, and West Ham still has to play these other guys. Is all I'm saying. So I don't think it's as bad as everybody's thinking.
But Dio, what I'm trying to say is, I've watched a lot of West Ham over the last 5-6 weeks. West Ham are good. West Ham are actually decent. Like, so I'm saying to you, in my opinion, right? Are we gonna get right? Is it possible that West Ham gets 6 more points than Tottenham before the end of the season? Yes, it is possible. That is definitely possible. Okay.
So let me
Is it
ask you this.
possible?
Let me ask you
Is
this.
it possible? Hold on, Dio. Is it possible that Forest get 2 more points than Tottenham until the end of the season? If you think that both of those scenarios are possible, Spurs will be relegated.
Okay, so what you're saying is 6 points from West Ham and 2 points from Nottingham Forest, and you're saying 0 points for Tottenham. Like,
No, I'm saying on current form.
On
West
current
Ham
form,
will accumulate
listen. On
6 more
yeah,
points
but
than-
on current form, how many points do you think you will accumulate? You'll accumulate 3 more
I
points on
don't
current form.
know. Bro,
I think
on God,
we can't-
I don't know.
You know what?
I could not tell you how many points we're going
Look,
to get.
you know what?
over
It's,
the next few weeks.
I watch football. I watch your team. I watch West Ham. I watch all the games. I don't discriminate. But I'm, of course, sentimental when it's Arsenal playing. I've watched your team play. Yes, fair enough. You guys have been bad in certain games. But in the Champions League, you look good. And if you can
Very
actually
good.
replicate, hold on, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I want to
don't
say.
give a fuck about the Champions League right now.
What I'm saying. I'm saying if you can replicate, I know you don't care about Champions. I'm not saying you should care about that. If you can replicate that form, that particular form,
Sure, bro.
again, another reason why I'm not being like stupidly crazy hard on Tottenham is you have 14 injuries. Your last training, you guys had 13 players in training.
Is Premier League going to give a special dispensation and not?
No,
send
they're
us
not.
to the
They are
Championship?
not. Which is
Because
why
we have 14
listen.
injuries.
They're not.
I appreciate it.
All I'm saying is you will at least get 3 points over the next few games. You'll get 4 points over the next few games. And if you can muster 3-4 points, neither Burnley or Wolves can catch
Listen
you.
to how you're talking.
My thing is, I'm looking at Tudor, and I didn't expect you guys to beat Arsenal anyway. I didn't expect you to get.
You were
anything against
asking what
Arsenal
are
as
the
well.
No one expected them to
That's
beat
what I'm
This
saying.
isn't the game where we're gonna judge this interim guy. But anyway, speaking of Arsenal, by the way, guys, we got 500 people in the building. Let's get the likes up, please. Appreciate and love you all. Dio, just from an Arsenal perspective, though, what does this game teach you, and how do you feel now about the title race? Because since we last spoke, it's not just Spurs; it's Spurs and Wolves that you've had.
Oh, and Wolves, right? That was Wednesday. Wolves on Wednesday.
Yes.
I mean, I still feel calm about the whole thing. I've said it already. I said it in the group chat. You saw my response to Vader in the group chat during the week. I told him, I said, my guard of honor is going to be at the Etihad after I beat him there. I've told him already. There's nothing. But if you're talking about the game in itself, the Tottenham game, we needed to make a statement after dropping 4 points in the last 2 games, Wolves and Brentford. We needed to actually step up in the Tottenham game. And going to the Tottenham Stadium where it's an away game, I don't think they've beat us in the last 9 games that we've played against them. So I was a little more confident of a 2-1 win. I wasn't expecting.
Isn't it Conte who last beat you? I swear.
I think it was Conte, yeah. But I wasn't expecting the 4-1. I was expecting a 2-1. I thought it was going to be really much more difficult than that. That Tottenham would give us a game at least because it's a derby, because they don't like us. Because I've seen good Arsenal teams go and struggle against Tottenham. I've seen good Tottenham teams struggle against a bad Arsenal. Once it's a derby, we have a horrible team, and yet with their Harry Kane and everybody, they still struggled against us in certain games. So yeah, I mean, I expected a very, very difficult game. I thought it'd be 2-1. It didn't. It panned out that we kind of figured out how to use our players in this game. And I think going forward, this just gives that little extra momentum. Momentum is a key thing. If you start losing it, it becomes a problem. So this gives me momentum, gives the team momentum. It gives them fight. Mikel Arteta said Eze was upset during the week that they played Bukayo Saka as a 10 and not him. And so when he played him against Tottenham, I think Eze decided this time I can't be on the bench and Saka is playing 10. That's nonsense. So he stepped up, and I hope it continues. It's a wake-up call for him and for the squad in general, the team in general, aside the mistakes that Declan Rice made, that mistake. I think we did what we needed to do to get a good win there. And players will make mistakes. It's what you do with that mistake. If after that mistake Declan started playing like an idiot, I'll be mad. But he stepped his game up and he kept his cool and went ahead and did what he needed to do, and we made sure we got the 3 points. So yeah, so I'm very calm about it. I think the most points we've been ahead of City ever this season, the most has been 7 at any given time, which is the most points we've ever been ahead of them this entire season. And 5 points right now is not bad. That means we've given up 2 points. So yeah, so I'm calm.
Peter, why did you take away the shark that you showed at the start of the stream when you first joined us? You know, you had a nice little gif of sharks, you know, in the aquarium. You still feel that way about this whole situation?
Well, nothing's changed. Like Dio said, right? Arsenal are still top of England, still top of the UCL. They're playing good football, although I don't know if we learn anything with them playing versus Spurs. At the same time, I don't know if we learn anything with me playing against Newcastle. Like, Newcastle come to my house, we always tend to handle business over there. But the confidence hasn't shifted. My confidence did take a boost. I'm not gonna lie. I know Dial kind of did a quick brush
Because
on
of
what happened.
Wolves or because of Newcastle?
Because of Wolves. Listen. When I did a show with you guys and I had Dio doing you're gonna give Arsenal, you're gonna give me a guard of honor at the Etihad, it didn't compute, and that was before the Wolves result. And now, like Dio said in the group chat, he doubled down, and on this show he said, I'm giving him a guard of honor at the Etihad. It's not computing for me. I think he's expecting City to just crumble. I think he's expecting loss or drop points after drop points, and for Arsenal to go on this amazing run. Now, I'm going to be the first to say this. I am going up against the best in England, the best in Europe. I'm going up against an Arsenal that, no debate, have the best squad, have the best team, right? If you want to compare other clubs and their depth, Arsenal are the best. I'm looking at my manager to essentially do his best coaching job, because it's for the first time many would say City aren't the best team to go on to win the Prem. I've got confidence that my manager is going to overcome this. And he's going to overcome this because I think he's got the experience. He's got the better experience, and we've got players that are coming back healthy. The Wolves game did a lot. I'm not going to lie. The Wolves game did a lot. And right now there's like a little drop of blood. Like there's a little bit dropped of blood in the water. I got you. Don't worry. This was done by my production team, so don't worry about copyright. Hey. Listen, trust me. It's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those where it's going to go to the very last game of the season. It's not going to be no guard of honor at the Etihad. It's not going to be Arsenal running away with it.
Oh, that's the shock. That's the shock that is trying to chase me. Like this is what you're.
Dio, I'm gonna asterisk the point I make it before. Like, people think they've turned the corner when in reality they've just played Tottenham. Please keep that in mind. I will. Yeah, as you do your victory lap right now.
I'm very sorry. Can I quickly address what he just said, real quick?
Quickly is the key word.
Yeah, quickly.
He's not going to be quick.
No. You can say we've just turned the corner. You mentioned that about Gyökeres earlier when you were talking about your team. Gyökeres just played Tottenham, but Gyökeres in 2026 has been the highest goal scoring striker in the Premier League. Gyökeres has showed progress. I'm not saying he's better than other strikers. He has showed progress, and he's now scoring on a more consistent basis than he was previously. So for me, that in itself is the player turning the corner. I'm not saying he has finally turned the corner, but Gyökeres wasn't scoring at this rate. Gyökeres has the same number of goals as Ekitike. He has 1 goal less than João Pedro, and the only other 2 strikers that have more goals than him, outside the winger, who is Semenyo, is Haaland and Igor Thiago, who are 2 amazing strikers. I'm not saying Gyökeres is an amazing striker, but I'm saying for the striker who wasn't scoring at the beginning of the season, he started scoring more consistently and scoring good goals. So you can call it Tottenham. The Inter goal was also a good goal. You can call it whatever you want, but the point is he's already started scoring, and that's what we brought him in for. So yeah, so you can carry on.
Thank you. That wasn't as quick as I expected, but it wasn't as long as I thought it would be. You ask a great question. Because when Dio comes to the defense of his striker, when Arsenal fans are reminding all of us that they have the best team, this is what's going to make this City win that much more important, that much more meaningful. Because there's no excuses on Arsenal's end. There's no excuses. They got the striker. They've got the system. They got the set pieces. They got the number of open play goals that they're happening now. They've got scoring by committee. There are no excuses. When City does the business, trust me, I'm going to be propping up my manager and these players because they were not the favorites for this. They were not the ones to have won. It meant Arsenal slipped up. It meant Arsenal gave up on this title in a wrongful way. And I already know the delusion is high because Dial doubled down on saying that there's a guard of honor at the Etihad. So let's go. Let's have this. Let's see what happens next. We've got a couple games. I don't know.
So what happens if it's the reverse then and Arsenal win the league? What
They're
you're
expected to win the
saying,
league.
we all,
They're
just
expected
so
to
you
win the
know,
league.
everything you just said, everyone here, I speak for everyone on the stream, because we all accept it. Yes, if Arsenal lose the league this season, there is no excuses. You are correct. Even Dio accepts it. But what if the reverse happens? Then what?
What? Arsenal are expected to win this league. What do you mean the reverse?
You see? So this is the issue that I have with it. You're
What's the
basically
issue?
saying that, Arsenal have the best squad, so they're expected to win the league. So if they win the league, okay, like I'm just going to go on with my life.
That's the same attitude that was applied to City for many years. What are we doing here?
That's a completely different city, and you know.
Now it's a completely different city. We're talking about
Yeah,
big
I've
clubs
been
being given
saying that for a
expectations.
while,
Hussam,
though.
come on.
And also, by the way, that's a complete lie. And I'll tell you why that's a complete lie. Because people put Pep in the Ferguson conversation. If people just go like, oh yeah, it's normal, then people wouldn't compare him to the basically many people recognize him as the best manager of all time.
But Hussam,
In the Premier League.
When you won the league, though, did we not all just move on? Hell, people tried to tell you it was a COVID league, and you want us to do pom-poms for Arsenal. It'll just be another day.
No,
It'll
I'm
just
not
be another
asking
day that
anyone
ends
to
in
do
Y.
pom-poms for
Just be
Arsenal.
another
I'm
day that
saying
ends in Y.
that's not what I'm doing, Jay. I'm not asking anyone to do any pom-poms for Arsenal. I'm just being like objective about this.
Okay.
You can say that there is no excuses, but then when they win it, you have to give them credit. That's it.
Of course.
Of
course. And this is hold on 1 second. Let me respond to that.
Let
And this is the
Victor
whole thing-
clarify.
This is the whole reason why so many were getting upset with what happened on the overlap. When they win it, we'll give them that respect. We'll give them that credit. Credit to you. You won the Prem. Well deserved. Until then, I'm not crowning you champions. I'm not respecting what you're doing because right now it's what I've seen for the last 3 seasons. That's all that it is. You try to make it seem like if they win it, I'm not going to credit them. I will.
Okay,
but they
great.
are favorites to win this thing, and that's all that I'm
difference-
pointing out.
The difference between the definition of best and squad for me is 2 different things. If you say we have the best squad, you're saying basically our squad is, let's say out of 100%, all our players are rated like 70-80%, right? So, and we have a full squad of 70-80%. But if you're talking about the best, it's almost like saying somebody walks into the ring with Mike Tyson, right? Tyson may not, be whatever he is at that time, but he is the best, right? You coming in, Arsenal is not the best team because we don't have Pep Guardiola. We don't have Erling Haaland. We don't have Ballon d'Or Rodri. We don't have any of those status. No,
Kyle, do you think City are better than you?
I let you speak.
And this is another thing as well, by the way. This is the first time ever that Pep goes 2 years without a league title in his career.
Yeah. So when you say we are the best and blah 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 blah, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to.
What am I trying to do?
Let me finish. That's why when you're speaking, I kept quiet. You see,
But I don't like when people speak for me because I can tell you what I'm trying to do.
Okay, when you were speaking, what I understood from it, let me not say what you're trying to do. What Dyer understood from it, and what I took from what she said, is that you're setting up a plank to call Arsenal the best, so that if anything happens, which you're hoping will, which is not going to happen, you can use that to beat them over the head. The truth is, if anybody's going to be talking about manager for manager, striker for striker, if you're talking player for player, you also went in January and spent money to get some of the better players in the Premier League to join your squad to boost your chances of winning this Premier League. So, to Hossam's question, if you don't win it, after I am done winning the Premier League this season, I will shit on you. I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah. I will shit on City. I will literally, because you want to make it sound like if Arsenal don't win, I know what's coming. I know what's coming from you. If Arsenal don't win, but we then ask, if City don't win, what are you going to do? And guess what you said? Oh, well, nothing. Well, I didn't win. Arsenal are the best. They're expected to win. Dog crap. I'm ready to see.
Oh my goodness.
once I beat you at the Etihad, once I'm done beating you at the Etihad.
Ooh, big words.
Dial, do you think City have a better team than you?
No, I think we have a better squad. We have a better squad. They have a
It's
better.
like, it's like no, everything I said was false, but that's not the point.
So you think
We have a better squad.
Wait. You think you have a better squad, but they have a better 11?
Yes.
Okay.
I think the first 11. I think Erling Haaland is the better striker than Gyökeres. Well, front line, Semenyo is better than my two left wingers right now. Martinelli
That's
and I can go through the ranks.
Yeah,
and
you
actually,
can go
On form, Semenyo is probably the best winger in the whole league on form.
yeah, right now. And the only place I'm better than them at is my back four, which I can say, okay, my back four seems a little more. But with
Seems a little okay.
That makes sense. Yeah.
The back four and Declan Rice.
and if you
probably.
look at
a little more. If I said Gay, he was better than Gabriel.
if you look at
like I slapped his mother.
Gay is not better than Gabriel, but if you look at our goalkeepers as well, I think
Gay
that
is better than
I think
Gabriel.
as good as Vaya is,
Hey,
they
Dial.
have
I agree with you still. I get what you're saying.
I-
I
that's
really
what I
understand
mean,
where you're
yeah.
coming from.
May-
I
may-
agree.
may I-
But
may I-
if City do lose it, of course we're gonna shit on Pep. You can't lose to
Yeah,
Ants.
listen, that's automatic. If whichever
Yes,
club
see,
loses,
this is the thing, flawless.
Of course, you can't
You
lose.
lost
You can't
Arteta,
lose. You can't lose to
Arteta,
Ants.
baby. This is
You
the
can't
truth.
lose to Anslot and Arteta. They're arguably the two. They'd arguably be the two worst managers to win the Premier League. So of course,
yeah,
we're gonna shit on them.
I get it. That's going to happen regardless. But the
Chill
thing
out.
that
No, Veta though, it makes it worse if it's those two
Ranieri won. it,
yeah, of
Ranieri.
course, it
because
makes
they're
it
not
worse.
all-time greats. Look what Ranieri
course.
did before.
Pellegrini won it.
We'll
Look at
we'll
what
deal with
Pellegrini
we'll deal with
did
that
with
if that ever happens, which it's not going to happen. But
I
my
know
thing
what
that I'm bringing
Mancini
up,
did in Inter, so I can't say him.
Exactly, Mancini, Pellegrini. I don't shit on what Ranieri did. You know what I'm saying? Ranieri is a very, very accomplished manager.
No, but overall, if you look at this CV, Ranieri's CV ain't like, oh my god, like it's just
It's better
a
than
bit
Terence
meaty,
Scott,
you know.
but that's a whole different
So-
conversation. Go on.
so what I'm pointing out is what Arsenal are. It's not news, and I don't know. See, often I tune in to Don Hussam's channel, right? But unfortunately, I see him doing this too much. I see him head down. I don't know if he's paying attention. He was on a show earlier with another Arsenal fan that was breaking down why Arsenal are the best team in Europe. And there was a lot of back and forth, and they were going squad for squad, player for player. He was nodding his head. I don't know if he was actually listening, but head down, nodding his head. Now we got Dio on the channel, on the panel, and Dio's trying to make it seem like City best 11 versus Arsenal, and again, Hussam's on quiet. I don't quite get it. Now, either City
I'm
are
letting
better.
my guests speak.
Yes, but when I tend to speak, what do? You chime in.
I haven't interrupted you all stream except
To-
now when
to-
you lied
to-
on my name because
Oh my
on that
gosh.
stream with Ashraf, I actually loaded up the Bayern squad and the Madrid squad, and I said their squads are better. So why are you lying?
You said their squads are better. Their
The
entire
Madrid one,
squads are
the
better.
Madrid one definitely.
Oh, okay, we're talking Madrid.
The Bayern one, I don't.
Did
think
you
they have that
mention
much
City?
depth.
Did you mention City being better than Arsenal? Because that is today's conversation right now.
Really, this is
Hold
the
on,
problem.
hold on.
You just told Dio, don't assume, but you assumed. When did I say City is better than Arsenal? I think Arsenal are better than City.
Hold on.
That's the point I'm making. Dio
So
was
just
speaking,
because I
and you
think
didn't.
Arsenal are better than City, but that's not just the point by itself. Pep is the best manager in the league right now. So that plays a part. You also have game-changing players like Erling Haaland, like Ballon d'Or Rodri. All of these things play a part in this conversation that you're ignoring. Simple fact, if Salah didn't play for Liverpool last year, we don't win the league. End of discussion. Yes or no?
Yeah, if Luis Diaz didn't play for Liverpool last year, you don't win the league either.
No, that's
Right.
not true. We would have won the league as well. Because when you're looking at, that's like me telling Flawless, if Darren Fletcher didn't play, you wouldn't have won the league. No, actually, you probably would have gotten someone just as good to win.
No, I think you're
You
downplaying
have
Luis
you have
Diaz
to
way
look
too
at,
much.
like, you have to look at the main culprits, the Haaland.
I am. I hear you complain about Gakpo every game.
Culprits.
The
These are the main
managers.
culprits of winning you a league title.
You
That's the point.
scapegoat Gakpo every game. I know how important Luis Diaz is. That's why I'm saying if
I
you
don't
did not have
scapegoat Gakpo how have I scapegoated Gakpo when I said Ekitike was our worst forward against Forest?
no all season is what I said. Gakpo is your
I
Nunes
haven't
this year.
scapegoated Gakpo all season. There's literally rival fans tweeting about how bad Gakpo is. I'm not scapegoating him. Gakpo is a bad winger. He is. He's not good
Gakpo is
enough.
probably your second top scorer, and he's up there with assists this season.
Yeah, and he's our second top goal scorer with Mo being at AFCON for a month and him being washed.
Mo's
That's how
washed.
bad he is.
Mo's washed.
Also, being our top goal scorer, how much goals? Like
Is
what? Being
Mo's
our top goal
washed?
scorer
Is
like,
Mo washed, or are you saying
being our
that to
top-
win an argument?
being our top goal scorer with
Sam,
like
please, I don't
goals
want to
is
move
not
past
fair,
this
that's
point.
not
I just want to make sure.
Let me-
Is
let me-
Mo
let me-
washed, or are you trying to win an argument?
Oh my god, he's not even our top scorer. Our top scorer is Ekitike with 10 goals. Gakpo
I didn't
has
say he
5
was your
goals.
top scorer. I said he was your
Gakpo
second
has
top.
5 goals. Have some shame.
I said he was your second top goal scorer, and you
With
said
5
this.
goals.
Okay, so what?
Vader, it's February and he's got 5 goals. Find shame.
How many goals does Mo
You know
have?
you're very shameful. You know you're very shameful.
Okay,
Stop.
okay. Wait, hold on. The scoring that's happening by committee over at Arsenal. I think their second best scorer is 5 goals. It's not something to get upset about. But Hussam, please, my ears might have missed
No,
it.
but it's different because Arsenal are top, Habibi, so it's a big difference.
Okay.
Let me check.
All right.
We have
Now
to
hold
double
on,
check these
please,
stats.
because you
Eze,
say things.
How the hell is Eze your second top goal scorer?
Because he popped.
He just played Spurs.
Tottenham, innit?
He put 5 against. He
This
put
is
5
true.
against
This
Spurs.
is true. Spurs.
He
Fair.
put 5 against Spurs and 1 against.
You know what? I'm gonna leave you alone on that Mo point. I'm gonna leave you alone on it, but I heard it.
There's nothing to leave me alone on. I gave Mo a 0 against Forest.
I heard you say Mo is washed. Do you mean that?
Bro, do you just follow narratives?
No, I'm asking you a question. You said Mo's washed.
I've said 100 times already. I'm more than anyone who watches me in the chat will vouch. I've been saying this. I am more than willing to sell Mo in the summer. I just want a good right winger. That's all I've ever said. And people have changed everything I've said. I said, this is what I said. Don't get rid of Mo in the summer and keep Gakpo because both of them need to be sold. And the second thing is, I said, don't sell Mo in the summer and go get me some random right winger. I said, get me a very good right winger. How's that crazy? That's not crazy at all.
I didn't even say the words crazy. I just heard
I
you
didn't
for
say
the
anything
first
mad.
time for me, for the first time. And again, I don't watch every show that you do, but it's the
Yeah.
first time it's washed. That's
but you
why
haven't watched
my
the
ears
shows.
perked up. That's why my
You haven't
ears
watched
perked
the
up.
shows then. You haven't watched it. I gave Mo a 0 against Forest.
For one game, I get that, but saying he's
No, but I've
washed
given
means
him
he's
zero.
washed.
Another
all
season,
season, all
that's
season
another
he had
lie.
to criticize. All
Once
season
again,
he
like I
criticized
said, you're just
them more.
following the narrative. You're just following the narrative. I've given
Okay.
Mo low ratings many times this season.
Okay. All right.
And I haven't scapegoated Gakpo at all.
I'm just saying you were mad defensive of Mo when he had his talk in the press and he was
No,
dropped
this
and
is
all
my
that.
problem. This is my problem with the Mo conversation. My problem with the Mo conversation is we'd go away to Bournemouth, concede 3 goals, where Van Dijk was at fault for every single goal, and people would come in post game and go like, let's talk about Mo. طب حبيبي guys, let's look at the 90 minutes and actually address what happened. As an example, I said against Forest, our worst forward was Ekitike. Very simple. Touch wasn't there, passes wasn't there, and on top of all this, he missed a header from 1 yard.
Okay.
So I keep the same energy to everyone. I'm not giving the people different energies or anything. Mo and Gakpo both need to go. This is the truth.
All right.
But anyway, now back to the title race. Forget Mo.
The title race that only involves Arsenal and City.
Yes, that's what I said. Back to the title. Yeah. But wallahi, oh wow! I thought I was in the title race. Really? I know this.
Oh, maybe week 1 you thought you were in the title race. Listen.
No, Man United were in the title race before West Ham, but that lasted 5 minutes.
You can ask every show about the title race. I'll say this: there's no additional confidence gain.
You say we was there in the title race as long as Liverpool. To be honest, sorry, go on, Vega, as you were.
Wow.
No, we were longer. We were there for 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure. You know what I'm saying? You was there for 5 games.
We won 5 games in a row. We were there.
Yeah, we was there for 5 games. Yes, there we go. Same.
No, you were there for 3.
No, we was there for 5. What we moved? Go on, as you were.
3 games in a row. And then West Ham.
No, it was 5. No, actually, it was 4. Actually, it was 4. I tell a lie, it was 4. But you say we didn't spend $500 million still.
There's no additional confidence gain from this past week of games. I'm gonna be real with you. I always, or most usually, often beat Newcastle when they come to the Etihad. It was an expected 3 points. I actually predicted a 2-1. I thought it was going to be a tough game, which it was, and we got the result. I also felt like we left a few goals on the pitch. I mean, obviously, we leave ourselves vulnerable for some counters, but we dealt with the game as needed. Same thing. No disrespect to Jay. I expected it to be 3 points. I expected Arsenal to win that game. It was going to be business as usual. Now, what we do moving forward is more the conversation. Having to be on this panel and hearing how Dio spoke about the Wolves game, kind of brushing that aside, and then speak about the Spurs game and saying it was important with regards to momentum. I don't get all that. I don't see any momentum gain because.
What do you want me to explain? You want me to go back to the Wolves?
No, I don't need you to explain anything. I'll finish what I'm trying to say. I didn't expect any momentum gain with regards to Newcastle. I didn't expect any momentum gain for him playing against Spurs. It's business as usual. We'll see how we handle these upcoming games. I got a tough Leeds game, but again, I've got a game in hand. A couple shows ago, Dio mentioned the games in hand, and it really didn't compute back in the day with regards to chasing them and all that kind of stuff.
Does it compute now?
Well, I don't know if it computes now or not. It's a game in hand again. So points on the board are more important than a game in hand, and points on the board is what happened a couple chases ago when I was still able to beat Arsenal to the finish line. I now have 11 games to go. He has 10. We'll see who is able to win.
No, forget we'll see. We don't do we'll see. Are you confident you're going to win the league?
Every damn show I'm going to tell you I'm confident to win the league. I don't care what the result is the day before I see you.
But
I'm confident to win the league.
These things have to be asked because, as an example,
no, not with me. Not with me. I'm a real one. I'm a tough one. I don't give up. I don't quit. You ask those other guys about that, not me. I'm winning this league. Logic?
Because last week's A-listers, we hadn't seen Wolves yet. So maybe Wolves would have made you more confident. You never know. That's why I have to ask. Maybe Wolves would have made Dio less confident. So I have to ask.
I get your point. I get your point.
You know, when I said the Tottenham game for me was a momentum game, it's because of what happened with Wolves. For me, from my perspective, you don't see that momentum gain.
No, because I didn't have a drop. I didn't have a drop.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
20th in the league, Wolves.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who I have a drop against. I have lost 3 games in 45 games in all competitions this season. I'm top of the Premier League with 5 points, top of the Champions League. I see you in the final in March at the Carabao Cup, and I'm whooping your ass. And when I come to the Etihad and beat you, all this bravado that you're doing by next summer, you will not be here. Do you understand? So just calm down. We can go with that energy.
What do you mean I won't be here?
We can go with that energy, or we can talk football. I said Arsenal gained momentum because of what happened with Brentford and Wolves. And so the Tottenham game for me was momentum game. Like, you need to get back into winning ways. That's the reason I said we gained momentum. So when you say there was
I understood it for you. I was just speaking for me. There was no momentum.
Like I said, I don't speak for City. I speak for Arsenal. So I can speak for Arsenal because that's how I feel about where my club is at and what we're doing. And I think that this was the best time to play Tottenham. After playing the Wolves and dropping points there, being able to play a Tottenham that is your rival, your bitter rival, and being able to smash them 4-1 was good. I expected a 2-1 win, like I said, but I'll take the 4-1 over Tottenham.
Yeah, as they exist, so it was never going to be 2-1. Let me ask Lewis just quickly, what are your thoughts on the title race? And then we'll do supers and move on top 4 race.
My thoughts have never changed, and I feel like the Wolves game just kind of gave me a little bit of vindication on that as well. But I didn't expect there to be a slip-up this weekend anyway. Like, I'm with Vater. Arsenal v Tottenham, we already know what it is. Especially with the position that Tottenham's been in right now. I didn't think that there was going to be a shock in that game. Neither did I think there'd be a shock in the Man City-Newcastle game. The remaining games are going to find out where everybody's at. But as of right now, my opinions ain't changed. I still expect City to win this. I expect Arsenal to slip up. And yeah, I didn't think anything this weekend was going to impact that.
But
like a man that's won a trophy recently.
I know you hate Arsenal, so it's completely normal to want City to win. I'd be the same if United were in a title race or Chelsea. But what makes you so confident that Arsenal won't do it? Is it just what they've done in the past?
Yeah, I don't think they got the mentality to see it out. And I think if that was the case, they'd already be about 6, 8, 9, 10 points clear of what they already are now. And then it wouldn't be a question. The fact that it is a question says to me they aren't really killers like that, so they can be got. We know City have killers. They have proven killers. They have Erling Haaland, the best killer in the world right now, or arguably. Arsenal haven't crossed the line. They have done everything but cross the line. I've said I won't believe it until they cross the line. So for me, they just got to do that.
Okay.
Or you could have been 15 points clear, like you guys were. When it was the whole Liverpool's never won the league other than black and white and all of that. What happened? You were 12, 15 points clear. There couldn't be a conversation.
I love how
these conversations about Arsenal don't realize happened to Liverpool 5 years ago. Same exact thing.
I just want to say something real quick. I love how people like talking about 12, 13, 14, 15 points clear. That's the anomaly. That's the outliers. Like the standard, if you look at the last 10 seasons, how many seasons have you gone where people have been like 10, 12, 13, 15 points clear? If it's that easy to win the league, I think you've forgotten that even in the season.
This is a tough prem, right? This is a tough prem, Dial.
Let me finish. Even in the season,
I'm adding to your point. This is a tough prem.
It is a tough prem, and so when you are, it is a tough prem. So when you are, it is, and when you're 5 points
one of the
ahead,
toughest, I think.
It was beating that Liverpool side tough this season.
Sorry,
was beating that Liverpool side tough this season.
Was who beat?
You're
talking about an individual game. I'm talking about overall.
Yeah, I'm talking about individual games.
Let me finish.
It's beating a 10-man Chelsea.
I think the last 2 seasons, the Prem has been one of the toughest, right? Right?
It's beating Nottingham Forest away too tough of an ask.
Is losing 3 games alone in the Premier League? Is that not a feat? You want to talk about the games that we lost? Okay, yeah, we've lost those games, but we've won more than we've lost.
I didn't even talk about all losses. I just brought up Forest away.
You're bringing up
Forest away. I brought up Liverpool at home. I brought up Chelsea away. They're draws. I didn't bring up losses.
You keep bringing up the games where we drop points as though.
Yeah, drop points, not losses.
As though, can I finish my statement? As though that is the yardstick for the whole season. For the whole season. Like, that's not the yardstick for the whole season. If you look at the metrics of the entire season, not just for Arsenal, for many clubs, in fact, majority of the clubs, all strikers are struggling in this season. A lot of strikers.
I didn't even mention strikers.
I'm getting somewhere. All teams are struggling with goal scoring. Majority of the teams, top strikers are between 8 and 12. Like, that's where they're at. Outside Erling Haaland and Igor Thiago. So my point is, yes, in those games we drop points. Other teams are going to drop points.
You're meant to be. If you're top of the league,
Listen. You can't say if you're meant to be. These are if, buts, and maybes. I don't do if, buts, and maybes. I do facts. And the fact is...
And the question that was asked to me is, why do I not believe in Arsenal? And I've said these are banana slips that I wouldn't expect.
I hear your belief. My point was addressing you should be 15 points ahead. Like, that's the norm. That's the exception is what I'm saying. So when you...
I'm saying that's when I would believe that you're winning.
I agree with you. I'm saying, but that is so what you're saying is the only time you're going to believe a team can win the Premier League, like Arsenal, specifically Arsenal, is if the exception is done. And I'm saying that's not how the league is won normally.
You guys, yes.
Yeah. Well, we're going to win it the normal way, the way it's always done. The most points we've had over City this season has been 7. We've not had more than 7 points at any given time over a weekend.
And I've seen you have more points against a better City and bottle it with less time.
What
and you play better football.
What are you saying? 22-23 after game. Listen, I'm giving you the stats. It's right in front of me here. You just make things up. You need to look at the facts because you don't watch my team like I watch my team.
Didn't you drop an 8-point lead to City?
No, I dropped an 8-point lead with them with 2 games in hand that they had. That was 6 points in the bag that they were holding. So you want to talk about that? If they had 2 games in hand,
an 8-point lead.
Listen. No, you dropped an 8-point lead when they had 2 games in hand and we had played 2 extra games. By game week 35,
you had an 8-point lead.
Listen, 22-23. By game week 35, City had 1 game in hand. By game week 30, they had 2 games in hand. Which means, regardless of how you look at it, and the City of that year was a strong City. We both had 50 points by halfway mark through the season. We were not even ahead of them halfway mark through the season. So this narrative that you guys play is just to suit your Arsenal bias. And I get it. But if you want to talk football, we can talk facts. If you add that 6 points to the 2 games in hand to what they had, you have 2 points.
Proven. That's why I wouldn't believe it unless you are clear.
I hear that.
And you haven't done better in.
Listen. I hear that. I hear we are not proven, and I agree with you. When we get over the line, I will come and collect my accolades from you. No problem. But when we're talking about the football on the pitch, this last weekend that I watched, right? Yeah, you can say you took nothing away from it, but I watched City literally in the second half struggle to keep their 2-1 lead. I watched their manager shake on the sideline because he saw how tough Newcastle was coming at them. That game could have ended 2-2 with the way City plays in the second half. And we've seen this consistently since January. City have been playing poorly in the second half. And if this is how they want to carry on going against tougher teams or against teams that are more dogged, they will drop points. Arsenal, for the games that we've lost.
Said the same thing about the performances you've lost.
Arsenal, for the games, let me finish. I'm about to criticize my own team. For the games that we've lost, we've controlled the games and allowed stupid mistakes and done stupid things to actually lose points in those games. We look like we're actually controlling the game more. Unlike City, who look like they lose the game out in the second half already. They look like they don't have control. So that's, for me, gives me a lot more confidence that if you can control the game, you're more level-headed to actually trying to go on to win it. So for me, it's, it is what it is. Right now, I have 5 points ahead. This is the norm. This league is hard to win, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when you come back and say,
controlling the game helped against Wolves first.
Yeah. Let's just pick on Wolves, and but let's not pick on the game.
Nottingham Forest, the Liverpool, the Deadman Chelsea.
Let's not talk about Fulham and City, where it's 5-1 turns to 5-4. Or let's not talk about Leeds and City. Let's not talk about those things that City does. It's always about the Fulhams
Didn't City end up winning both those games, or am I bugging?
No, they drew one of them. They won one of them. I'm saying that the fact that you can give up a 5-goal lead to a team, Fulham, says a lot about your squad. Because if you do that to another team,
2-0 lead to bottom of the table.
5-2. What do you see the difference in the goal margins that we're talking about here, Lewis? 5-goal lead and a 2-goal lead. Yes, I dropped the 2-goal lead against Wolves.
One of the worst teams in Prem history.
5-goal lead tells me that team can drop goals, and if they can do that, if they do that against the better team,
and they beat both those teams you were mentioning earlier.
Yeah, and Tottenham that beat them. I beat Tottenham. So what are we saying here? Like, we can go back and forth about they beat that team and
they won away at Wolves.
It's all talk. It's like they won away at Wolves. They lost to Tottenham and I beat Tottenham, or they drew to Tottenham and I beat Tottenham. Like, home and away 4-1. So what are we doing? Are we doing City beat this team and then
That's why I don't do Tottenham-based analysis.
Like, so what are we doing here? Like,
anyway, let me just grab these supers and move on.
I'm just going to say this real quick, Osam. Lewis, you're next. You are next on the list.
Yes.
Tottenham have been done.
I will see, man.
No.
I got nothing left.
All that talk you're doing outside the stadium, mentality monsters. They had nothing for us. You're going to do another one this time around with tears in your eyes. You are next. I guarantee you.
I hope you're correct. Man. I hope you're correct, man.
Are you talking about the infamous video? Are you talking about the infamous video?
And this is why I've maintained the fact that I believe this team can go the distance in the title race, because this league is rubbed out. It's been shit for years. The problem is we've been on a rebuild during that point. But now this is our best opportunity to take advantage of that. The fact that the table toppers couldn't kill us and meant to be mentality monsters, meant to be 90-minute merchants, all of that, they didn't have anything for us. 10 men or 11 men. That might be a bit more of a statement for us than for them. Don't drink at the... I'm sick to death of having to explain why Chelsea are good. We're second in the table. We bought PSG off the park. We bought Barcelona off the park. It's time to acknowledge that this ain't the same Chelsea from the banter era. This is a better Chelsea squad that will turn up for anybody that steps up. God bless our fallen Maresca, man. He made us believe.
I agree. Big up Maresca. Big up.
Lost his friend, so
anyway, now let me put this guy bottom row where he belongs. Let me grab these.
Everybody,
you're level on points with me. Get down here.
Everybody,
let me read these supers and then we're gonna move on.
Anybody.
Talk about the title race. I thought the British government passed a law banning all the Arsenal fans from talking about the refs. And Jay, thanks for having us say in the title race. I don't know where Jay's gone. I think he literally just left. So
yeah, got relegated.
He got relegated. Wow.
That's peak.
Dio, do you think people just as soon as they listen to a ref thing from an Arsenal fan they get mad directly, or is it like Arsenal?
Look, let me just tell you this: no matter what Arsenal does, people are still just going to try and pick on anything that we do. So I don't like right now. I think people are just looking for something. They have nothing to hold on to. They can. That's why people are doing rules-based analysis and not football-based analysis. It's like, in the Wolves game, we can do the same for City. City dropped 2-goal lead against Tottenham, and I went to beat Tottenham. So again, you can tell me I gave a 2-point lead to Wolves, and City beat Wolves. Agreed, but Tottenham the same thing. City dropped the 2-point lead, and I went to so for me, football-based analysis is what I want to do. The whole idea that I'm just going to pick on one game and use that to beat the team over the head, and that's why people turn around and say the most random things like you just said right now.
There were one game. It was also the Nottingham Forest game. It was drawing to 10-man Chelsea. It was failing to beat Liverpool home and away.
And I'm still top of the league.
And I think
I
that
know, but that was my
that-
argument. My argument was if I believed in Arsenal, if I truly believed, you guys would be about 6 points, 8 points further off than you are now. That's what it would take for me to believe.
Yeah,
I think people doubt City as well, though. Let's not do that. Like people.
No,
do
I
doubt
agree. I
City.
agree with you. What I'm saying is that what people don't do is like when we sit here and we do analysis, right? And when we talk about the game, I don't hear anybody saying, "Oh, but City dropped the 2-goal lead to Tottenham and you beat Tottenham," right? I hear them say, "You dropped the 2-goal lead to Wolves and City beat Wolves." Okay, fair enough. If that is your reason for saying City will win the league, then you can also do the same type of analysis for City, saying City dropped two.
It's about the question that's asked, because obviously Lewis was asked specifically about Arsenal.
And I agree.
And even then, it takes away the intangibles of bogey teams. We know how Tottenham usually handle City. We know how much Arsenal usually handle Tottenham. When we have Arsenal v Chelsea previews, we don't do football-based analysis. People talk to me about the head-to-head record. Sometimes it is about those intangibles, but we pick and choose when we want to have those conversations.
It's like when you travel to OT. I hear you, Lewis.
Yeah, like whenever we play, you want to say put the ball in the bag if we're lucky.
Flawless.
You could be 17th, I'd say the same shit.
Yeah,
I do agree with what Lewis's opinion is when he says he does not believe, and that's an individual thing. Fair enough. What I was addressing was the examples he gave. Right, and I said, well, you can give that same example on behalf of City. I hear you. You can choose to just say, like, if someone said to me, because you have never won it, I have not seen you win it, I just don't believe you can do it. If you give me an excuse that can happen to any other team, that doesn't hold water in my just something like that reason doesn't hold water. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, so it's fair enough. I can turn around and be like, I don't think that City are going to win it because I just don't think so. I'm not going to give those excuses of because they drew to Tottenham and then.
I hear you, Dai. I think that's very fair. Jay, why are you doing a Levy victory lap when you've reached this point under his watch? 5 months of no Levy isn't enough to blame this on everyone else. I agree. I think Levy has built them up to the stage, but Jay is unfortunately not here. I have no idea where he's gone. But thank you so much. If he comes back, I'll show this to him. Eco Falls. I didn't unstart it. Big up to Matt Gimme, who says, I just want to thank Mo and Inter for hosting Bodo in San Siro, and thank you for making Bodo go through knockouts on their debut season. Thank you, Mo. Matt Gimme, I think tomorrow's Ahwa might be the most insulting.
Bodo Glimt.
Bro, it's gonna be. Paz is already riling up the troops. Yasser is ready. Ahmed is ready. Hamza is ready. The boys are so excited for Ahwa just to cook the shit out of Mo. So, hey, tomorrow 11 p.m. UK. I don't know how Mo is gonna survive that right there. Big up to you, Matt Gimme. Thank you for the super, brother. And congratulations as well for Bodo Glimt. Pellegrini won it because you scum slipped. Yes, thank you for mentioning the slip. Everyone knows already. Big up. Will Eze ever score again if Spurs get relegated? That's a good question, Fonzie. You got me. This guy's been scoring a lot of goals. 6 goals in the whole Premier League. 5 of them against Spurs, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah,
that's mad. That's actually mad when you think about it. That's crazy. Big up to my guy Fatur, who says, Hussam, remember you're bald, wallah. Remember you backed Poch because of someone who rejected you. Big up to Nabar, who says, for me, that's my favorite thing.
Anybody.
That might age well on the weekend. Up the Chelsea.
We're gonna talk next about Chelsea. You best believe that. I got you, brother. Big up Glockeraz, who says, Mr. 90 Minutes Merchants, you were second, supposed to be challenging Arsenal. How did Villa, United, and Liverpool dust you? Enjoy Thursday night football.
Simple. That's why. And you know what? If we get Thursday night football, I will enjoy it because we're going to piss the Europa League. Up the Chelsea.
There you are. Is this a Real Madrid fan or Arsenal? We don't have a Real Madrid fan on the stream. Arsenal fan. Liverpool fan, United fan, Chelsea fan. I have no idea where Jay went. Lewis, what exactly is a 90-minute match?
You know, this gets super chatted on every episode, you know.
Yeah, go for it. And more.
Blame the liquor and weed. Yeah,
Thank you. Blame the liquor, blame the weed, but it's also a team that wins all the battles and don't win the war, which right now is your trophyless institution. Up the Chelsea.
People watching this right now do not drink.
Yeah, just smoke, just bun.
Hamza cooking R9 for never winning Serie A with Inter. Gonna be a funny one for bro. This guy is gonna mention Christian Vieri, Kalilu Fadiga, the history of Inter Milan, They share bro. And the worst part for Mo, that is in the last 1 hour before breaking his fast. The hour. It's gonna be that's like it's gonna be crazy for him, bro. We need an hour of Inter or we riot. Bozo winning Champions League. Hey, add tomorrow, inshallah, Ahwa 11 p.m. Bro, Judge Mo is gonna get cooked like mad. Don't worry. Big up Hussam and my two generals, Lewis and Flawless. Damn, why are you saying
Big
F
up the
Dio?
Herbsman, man. Big up the Herbsman.
I think F Dio for what's Dio done to you, Herbsman?
The Herbsman 5378. Peace, man. Peace and love.
Peace, yeah. Come on, man. It's the peaceful month of the year. Because we saw City in 8th place in December and still won the league, my brother. That's why you have to get over the line before we believe it, is what Mark
No, I hear all of that, and I agree with that. What I was addressing again, I wasn't addressing the fact. Look, people can say to me, "I don't think you're going to win the league because you haven't done it." Fair enough. But when you say to me, "Well, because you dropped points to Wolves that City beat, is why you're not going to win the league," I'm like, well, City also dropped points to Tottenham that I beat. We can go back and forth on those type of things. That doesn't, I get it. We haven't gotten over the line. Fair enough. Hold that belief. But at the end of the season, once we get over the line, then you've got to change your entire belief system. That's all I'm saying. Once we get over that line, at the end of the season, you now have to change your entire belief. That's all I'm saying. So,
by the way, the one that's been fair about this the most is Flawless, because Flawless has said if Arsenal do win the league, then he will say different things about the team and etc., which I think is
props, man. It's an extremely tough thing to do. Give props to
Big up to
whoever
Futura
right
says, that is so 2024. Have some decorum, akhi. What happens in the past stays in the past. Anyway, Lewis, would you sacrifice Champions League if it means we get Ajax away next season in the Europa League? Enjoy suhoor, is what Futura saying. Also, earlier on, you were mentioning Indomie. No one eat Indomie for suhoor because it makes you thirsty. It's kind of very counterproductive, brother. You cannot eat instant noodles for suhoor. Also, Lewis, would you answer this question, please?
No, I'd rather have Champions League football. I just don't really care too much. It's not like last season when I felt like we desperately needed it. Now it's like, if we get it, great. If we don't get it, big whoop.
And speaking of, this is our perfect segue. Thank you, Fatur, and thank you to everyone who supported us. I appreciate you all. I apologize, Eco Falls. Literally, Jay just left the stream. I messaged him, but he hasn't replied. I don't know if maybe he got busy at work or something. I'm going to talk about the top 4 race. Big up to all of you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Keep getting stuck in the chat. Keep getting involved. Keep letting me know your opinions. Appreciate you all. Also, we're on the road to 70K people. We can only get there with you guys' help. So please like and subscribe now.
We're on the road to 70K. Let's go, Hassam.
Let's go. Day 255.
It's day 227. You fraud.
You. I'll do it for you. Day 227 of 1,461. Don't make me laugh, Flawless. Let me imitate. Why is Flawless making me
laugh? Go. Ready.
Please go, my wise man.
Of 1,461 of your world champs, Chelsea. Today, your world champs take on Burnley at Stamford Bridge.
I'll do the rest. Kiss the ring. Acknowledge
acknowledge your king. Like,
world champs. Big up.
I cannot do
it.
Every time he does that
very incredible, inevitable blues.
The belt sort of falls off, and he always goes like this. He just fixing the belt because the belt is.
Lewis, you said, Lewis, did you say like if we were 8 points ahead of City, you would believe that we could actually go on to win the league? Like if we were
not eight, double digits.
Double digits, okay. That's not the norm then. That's the exception. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah.
Carry on. Top 4 race. Let's talk top 4 race. All right. Let me just say one thing before you carry on. I'll let you guys do your top 4 conversation. I was right about United from the summer. And I'm going to keep beating my chest.
Brother, we will speak about United. Don't worry. And their counterattack.
Right about United from the summer.
Let's deal with this. Can we deal with Lewis?
Counterattack? What was that, Sam? What did you say?
Flawless, I promise you I'm going to say everything about United.
Like to hear what you said. I'm not going to rebuttal or respond. I just want to catch what you said.
Counter-attack front line. Now, Lewis.
All right, go.
That's it. I didn't insult you or anything. No.
I never said you insulted us. I just wanted to hear what you said. That's all.
Can we focus on the target? They drew to Burnley at home.
Last time we played Burnley, we didn't want to talk about on A-listers.
So are you going to lie to the people publicly?
When we beat Burnley 2-0, I asked if we wanted to talk about it. I was like, no, we don't want to talk about Man City. We want to talk about Liverpool.
Who wants to talk about Chelsea beating Burnley? That's expected.
I want to talk about the North London derby and this bullshit, bro. I wanted to talk
title
about
race.
Mark Hughes' assist. Alright.
Marguiu's assist for who?
Enzo Fernandez to make it 2-0.
When did this happen?
The last Burnley game. I said we wanted to talk. I wanted to talk about
yeah, I
I know.
remember
I'd
Enzo
rather
scored
talk
in
about
that
the
game.
North London derby.
Yeah, I remember Enzo scored in that game. Anyway, talk to me about this game though. 1-1.
Just felt like the same script all season. Although, funnily enough, the Maresca outers told me I wouldn't get this script after he left. I thought all the red cards would be done. I thought we'd handle low blocks against promoted sides a lot better. I thought we'd finally beat promoted sides. I thought we'd bury all of our chances. But, as per usual, the same apparent problems are there again. Our centre-backs are all bozos. Fofana's now just part of it. I'm not saying he's our best centre-back. You're just part of the pile now at this point. Who else? Sanchez was passing like it was last season again. Cole Palmer wasted 2 great opportunities for us. I don't think he was shit. I think he was bang average. It was just a 5 out of 10 from him. Nothing special. Some good combination plays, some good drives, but nothing really worth talking about. Only good players for me were Pedro Neto, who deserves the praise because he gets criticised every week and deservedly so, but he was our best forward. João Pedro scores again. Caicedo, great game from him. No one's going to talk about it because of the result. He played well. Enzo Fernandez is a bag of garbage. Palmer was not good enough, and that's the second game in a row where he's missed big opportunities for us. And yeah, we went down to 10 men and shat ourselves because our depth also isn't good enough. So, same story. Same story.
What are your thoughts on this whole Palmer thing? Like, what are your thoughts on this whole Palmer thing generally? Like, you know, the whole he moving to Man United and him being unhappy.
That's a load of waffle. That's a load of bullshit.
You don't.
There's
Why
zero
don't you believe?
concern about that.
Why?
There's no basis to it. It's all just like rumors with no depth to it. It was a Sun article. The Sun have zero legitimacy in England, and they just made up an article in January, and United fans ran with it because they're in a good bit of form. It's like whenever they're in a good bit of form, their fans start talking about Palmer to United. But there's no depth to it. There's nothing.
I would hate it if it happens, but like I saw his face when he got subbed off against Burnley, and the brother looked like depressed, bro. Palmer.
Yeah, I don't know if he was disappointed in himself or pissed off with the sub. I'm not going to make any claims on that. But you weren't good. You could have been hooked, and like I wouldn't have cared. I don't think anybody else should have.
I think Lewis.
It's not like Leeds. You did not play brilliantly. You did not stand out.
So, Lewis, can I say something about
Leeds and Burnley both, by the way, 2 draws in a row now, Lewis.
Yeah.
2
draws in a row now.
Can I say
we're
something
inconsistent, but this is why we're here.
Remember, your next 6 games are all difficult too. That's another thing.
That don't concern me at all, man. If anything, you playing teams around the same level might mean you start playing towards that level because this team's inconsistent as fuck anyway. You can't predict our next game. You can't predict our next result. You can't predict if there's going to be a defensive mistake or when there's going to be one.
Your next game is with Arsenal.
Yeah, we can predict with Arsenal.
With Arsenal.
Yeah, head-to-head record, right?
Forget the head-to-head. I'm just letting you know if the
When's the last time you beat them at the Emirates?
No, forget the head-to-head.
Remember the combo we had 10 minutes ago?
I'm not talking about head-to-head. I'm not even bringing up head-to-head. I'm talking about flawless. Hussam brought up.
Dio, you're on your own on this
I am
one.
saying, listen.
No, see how he left you, Dio.
I'm not talking about head-to-head. I'm not talking about head-to-head.
I don't agree with his logic.
The football on the pitch, on the pitch speaks volumes.
Ridiculous.
We beat you with the football on the pitch. You are not better than us this season. This is not head-to-head.
Lewis knows deep down he's losing.
That's what I'm talking about. So there's a big difference.
Hey, I want to see who's fit on Friday, and I'll talk then. You know them.
Oh yeah, okay.
I need to see who drops out. All my players just like flies for this fixture.
I know exactly.
I've had Fofana, Cucurella, and Estevao as a maybe in the space of 3 days. I'm going to see who else is fit first. I've got Caicedo, Palmer, James. If Estevao's back, I'll have a bit of hope going into this game. If any one of those players drops out, forget it. I might sell my ticket.
You know why he's saying this? I watch his channel because a guy super chat him on the watch along. He's like, another time you were confident in the preview. Why were you confident in the preview? Someone super chat.
I mean, like that was Burnley. Like, Would I not be fucking confident at home against Burnley? Like, yeesh. Wrap the club up if I can't be confident for that game.
So
I
And
agree
even
that you should
the
wrap the
super
club up.
chat is dumb as shit. Respect for the money, but if I
But-
can't be confident for Burnley, what are we doing?
Oh, I thought the ad one.
But the one thing is like
Unfair.
what the Chelsea fixtures. I think no, I don't want to talk about the ones that they've got coming up. I want to look at the ones retrospectively that they've had. So obviously they drew with Burnley, they drew with Leeds. It was a good win against Wolves. Like kind of blew them away. The Palace game, the West Ham game was. Yeah, the West Ham game was 50-50. Kind of lucky to win that game.
Game of two halves. Here.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm trying to say. It'll be very interesting
Yeah.
to see now, like, what Rosinha looks like in this next run of games. Like, I don't know if that run you've had. Arsenal's a big game. Villa's a huge game. Newcastle then, Everton away, City at
We
home.
do well at home against
United.
Newcastle.
Brighton away. This is honestly a very, very tough run of games.
My thing is just more about getting past the first month, because when it gets to April and May, it's difficult for Liverpool, it's difficult for United as well. And none of us are consistent, which is why we're all in a top four race. So points are going to get dropped left, right, and center. That's why I'm not that concerned about top five. We'll drop some points, they'll drop some points. I want to see where we are in April, then I want to see where we are in May. Like, that's just the best way to look at it, because I'm not emotionally invested in myself.
Kumbaya speech. Beautiful. Your only hope. You know, I just want to say one thing. First of all, Dave,
I don't care if we get top five or not. Season's already a failure to me.
Let me just read this to Jay, because Eco Falls wants just Jay's response to this, because Jay wasn't here. Jay, why are you doing a Levy victory lap when you've reached this point under his watch? 5 months of no Levy, is it enough to blame this on everyone else?
Of course it is, because the thing is like I've never seen Spurs have back-to-back bad seasons. Like one season we'll have a bad season, and the next season, even by hook or by crook, we'd have a good season. Yeah, like we'd pull something out of the bag. So you're saying to me like they'd already start bringing in like changing the board around little bits. It's all like this. All this shows is Levy was always working under the budget and what was available from Enoch, and it was his quality to an extent, yeah, that knitted everything together. Now what you're seeing, and whether you want to say, oh, it's not long enough or this or that, yeah, you've reached his point under his watch. He leaves a European champion. That if we get relegated in the first season that he's gone, do you think that's do you think that makes him look bad? that makes him look great. do you know what I'm saying? So like I don't really like, you're entitled to have a bad season. Yeah, I'm saying that Vinay, Frank, and Lang have dragged us from what was a bad situation into a very, very, very bad situation. So, yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those.
I hear you. So Lewis, I love that Kumbaya speech.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
But you know, there's just one thing. The reason why I'm not putting like fully everything on the line right now is just Aston Villa, because I think Aston Villa are crumbling in front of our very own eyes. I'm seeing it.
I've called that as well. They're going to get Europa and drop out.
100%.
That's what happen.
I can almost guarantee Villa's going to win Europa League. Will they be in 5th place? I do not know. I think United and Liverpool will make top 4. Like the 3rd and 4th place, one will be United, one will be Liverpool. 5th place is the only one that I'm looking at because of the whole Aston Villa situation. I think they're going to take Europa ultra serious. Myself, Lewis, Flawless's clubs, even Dio's club has seen, and of course Jay last season, we've seen the effect of Europa League football on your club. It's very difficult to do Thursday, Sunday. For whatever reason it is, it's just a lot more difficult than like Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, whatever it is, you know. So it's a lot more difficult. So that's the only reason why I can't say that. But Chelsea's run in these next 6 games is very difficult. And I see Chelsea dropping hella points. And that Burnley game, big up Lewis for you get me, for calling out the players that deserve to get called out. I love Enzo Fernandez. I think he's a fantastic footballer, but he was dreadful against Burnley. Like, he was a 0 out of 10. I think Palmer, the 1-on-1 that he missed, someone in Lewis's stream was saying he missed 3 chances. Like, at the end of the day, yes, Fofana got the dumbass red card, and it's completely stupid. But if Palmer scores those 1 or 2 of those chances, it's 2-0 against 10 men, and then you keep the lead, and then you get the 3 points anyway. So he should have scored those chances. I agree on the Neto take as well, and the Caicedo take, and the Joao Pedro take. I think those were 3 best players for Chelsea. Reece James, he's elite. I think he's a level above everyone. Like, he's just a star. The only thing is just trying to keep him fit for Chelsea in this run. But for me, I'm guaranteeing right now that Chelsea will lose to Arsenal like this Sunday. I'll be honest with you. I just don't see a world in which this same Chelsea side under Rossanier, and I'll be honest with you guys, honestly, if Maresca was still manager, I would guarantee that they get top 5. I think he's an elite tactician, and he'd have got them through this. And it's funny how Lewis once again is calling out the people in his chat. I don't know why I'm supporting Lewis so much, even though I'm supposed to be cooking him, but I love what he did on the watch along when he called out Daniel and others like the Maresca outers. When if that game happened under Maresca, they would be saying the substitutions. Rossanier made 4 defensive subs. 4, not 1. Remember the whole, we went to defensive, bro. 4 defensive substitutions, and Burnley weren't doing anything. Like Burnley, I watched the game, bro. I did the watch along. Burnley were doing absolutely nothing, and I think you went too defensive against a team that's crap. You invited the pressure, and you ended up conceding. The one thing that I want to ask Lewis is the following, and this is something that me and Mo were having a conversation about on MHF, and we're kind of like asking ourselves, why is this happening? Why are the Chelsea players so emotionally charged, and why are you getting so many red cards? Like the example that he brought up is like, why are they celebrating tackles against Burnley? Like, bro, this is Burnley at home. You need to be able to be relaxed. Why do you think
years? I remember the Sassy celebrating tackles against United when we were 2-1 down to them at the Bridge. And like to be honest, this discipline issue has been a problem with Chelsea for years. Like, I've gone back on blaming Poch for that because Maresca's had the same problems with them and Rossini's having the same problems with them. It's a squad problem. Ultimately, 3 different managers can't help with the discipline in the squad. That's it. It's just the players. It's what you have when you have a young squad. You get naive decision making.
Well,
I'm not saying that you're wrong or you're right. I'm just saying, like, Fofana's a pretty experienced pro. Do you know what I mean? That's just shambolic.
Oh yeah, he's just a bozo.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. I didn't want to go that far, but yeah, bozo definitely. I mean,
players have bozo moments. I think in that moment you can say, all right, but he's not. That's not a consistent thing that he does. Fofana is not a player that gets red cards regularly, right? So again, he's not. He's not.
Yeah, he's not. But he can have bozo moments.
I agree with you. That's what I said that bozo moment this time around cost him a red card, and I think this would help him reshape how he looks at the game now. Like, you know what? Again, because he's not a player like that consistently gets red cards. Like back in the day with like a Granit Xhaka, if he gets a red card, I'm like, this is what he does. Granit Xhaka gets red cards, so I'm already pissed at him. But someone like Fofana, who doesn't regularly get red cards, I'm not giving him a pass. I understand sentimentally, like as a fan, you'd be upset with him. But this top 4 race, let's go back to that. So this top 4 race, I think that based off what Hossam said, which is he says United and Liverpool will get 3rd or 4th. Either one of them will be 3rd or 4th, and that it will be Villa and Chelsea fighting for the 5th place. If that is to happen, right? Because United still play Chelsea, Liverpool still play Chelsea.
Yeah, we all play each other.
You all still play each other. So the only way that's going to happen for you to be able to be 3rd or 4th as United and Liverpool is you're going to have to beat Chelsea on your way to get there. At any one of these points, if Chelsea does get 3 points off either one of you, looking at the table, if Chelsea gets 3 points off either one of you right now, Chelsea matches. If let's say all things are equal and just going and you meet yourselves, Chelsea matches your points. And if we're looking at goals difference, Chelsea right now is better than both United. Well, yeah, I guess both United and Liverpool. So Chelsea definitely go up ahead. So yeah, we'll see. It's rough because it's 45, 45, and 48 with 11 games to go, and you get to play each other, and you also still get to play Villa, who are literally at the stage where they look like they're collapsing, but again, they gave themselves a good cushion, which is what they needed. They gave themselves a good cushion, hence why they're still where they are. after 27 games. So I don't honestly I know I called United this season, and I think United will do it. I think they will make top 4. Villa, I think, will struggle. For me, it's between Chelsea and Liverpool. Villa will struggle to stay in 4th.
United got the only outright advantage of 1 game a week, I think.
Yes, that's why I said I think that they have a better chance. They have 1 game a week. They get to rest, they get to train, they get to focus, and they get to come in. And again, it looks like, what's his name? Your manager knows what he's doing. His subs are scoring goals. He's making the right changes at the right time now. Maybe making the right changes, maybe not at the right time, but it's working out. So yeah, I think that this is just going to be a crazy top 4 race because again, the points are just way too close. And Chelsea's inconsistency coupled with Manchester's United's consistent run, because United have now picked up pace and are now going on a steady, consistent win, 1 draw, win. And Chelsea's is 2 draws now, struggle for a win here, 1 win, 1 loss. Like that inconsistency might be what
Lewis is taking back so much Poch blame, you get me? So Husam was right. He took back the blame back for the red cards because this is
for the red cards.
And he took back the blame for the recruitment. Hussam was cooking all along.
Pochettino had the best transfer window under Clear Lake.
What do you mean?
Who did Poch buy?
He had the best window under Clear Lake. Fucking Caicedo, fucking Palmer. What are we talking about?
How has Palmer been since Poch left?
Jackson's better than fucking having Delap coming in the summer.
No,
but if you argue like
not Sao Pedro. There's
but hold on. But Lewis, the thing is that the squads are evolutions, isn't it? So there's versions of players that Poch got that he helped get to be better players than the other managers came in and benefited from the work that he did with those players.
Caicedo was already in team of the season shouts the season before joining us.
Caicedo got a red on his debut, did he not? Was it a red? No, he gave away a goal.
Gave up a pen, but that was because he had no preseason.
On his debut, for example. Right. So what I'm trying to say is, yeah, he had good players, but like Cucurella was not good until Poch got his hands on him.
What? He wasn't good at Brighton.
He is alright. No,
come on, don't be disingenuous. Don't be disingenuous.
We're defending Cucurella one of the same shots.
No. This is an acid test to see how bad
Cucurella, who won Player of the Season at Brighton the season before joining us. You're going to pretend Cucurella wasn't a good player at Brighton.
He was alright. He was not an amazing player. We cooked you guys for pace. We cooked you for remember Chelsea was being cooked for paying 60 million for Cucurella when you got him. But like, why? How? Like, who pays 60 million for a player?
Wasn't it 73 million?
73 or something.
Oh yeah, clearly he would have had to do something in the league the season before if we're going to put that money down for him. What are we talking about?
Because you guys, that was the season we're blaming you guys for spending all this money. We even criticized you for paying 50 for Palmer.
Cucurella was bad at Brighton.
Because we're like Palmer. How many things have we seen of him when you paid 50 million for him? At the time you bought him, I was 45 or 50 million, roughly around there. You guys were spending a lot of money at the time. So the question was, Cucurella was not super amazing.
No, hold on.
Cucurella was one of the best left backs in the league.
I like Cucurella at Brighton, and I thought he's a good player. At Chelsea, when he first got to Chelsea, he wasn't playing well. He was playing very badly. Yeah. To the
because
point,
he had a bunch of off the field
but that's the point I'm making. When Poch got his hands on Cucurella, that season he developed into essentially what he is now. Yeah, like all that's been since then is a continuation of the quality that he's shown.
His development through anybody has been more apparent under Maresca.
But that's not true though. You nearly traded him to
Palmer's
United.
best season was
he was one of our top goal scoring players in 20.
Let's not do revisionism. What are we doing? You guys wanted to loan him to United and stuff like that. You were happy for him to go. So you can't go.
We were not. No, we were not.
Yeah, bro, yeah, you were. I remember it vividly.
We were not. No, we were not.
United didn't want the loan. United just didn't want. Bro, wait, I swear United got regular.
How is Lewis
on
mad
loan.
and I'm not the reason? I'm angry.
No, I'm
Because
saying United. No,
making
because
lies like Cucurella weren't a good player
Lewis,
at
I'm not
Brighton
making
all the
Lewis.
time.
Everything I'm saying is literal facts. Yeah, it's literal. Apart from my opinion of how much better Poch made him, you were going to loan him to United. United got regular.
Well, I never disputed
instead.
that. You
Yeah,
said
right,
about
okay,
whether we wanted to get rid of
if
him.
you were willing to let a player go on loan to United at that moment, one could
Cucurella, you
deduce-
mean, right?
Yeah, Cucurella. One can deduce that he was not playing well at that moment, and you were happy for him to go.
Because
So
Clear Lake
Pochettino-
sell players based on whether they play well for us
Right.
or not.
Okay. And so what I'm saying is, Poch turned a play around that you were happy to go on loan to United into one of the best left backs in the league.
He was already one of the best left backs in the league when we bought
He
him.
wasn't one of the best left backs
Yes,
in the
he
league.
was. Yes, he was.
This is what now you're being intellectually dishonest. At
No,
Chelsea,
you're
at the
being
time,
dishonest. You don't remember 21-22.
Well, I remember he wasn't one of the best left backs in the league for
He was
Chelsea.
viewed as one of the best left backs in the league when we got him from Brighton.
No,
When did you buy him?
Yes.
When did Chelsea buy Cucurella?
2022.
So 21-22 Premier League left backs.
What were you even searching?
I just searched 21-22 Premier League left backs. I'm gonna literally list them all right now. Premier League left backs 21-22. I'm just gonna read the names, yeah? Oh my god, this is bringing up even like the ones. Okay, let me do the highest rate. For some reason, Granit Xhaka's on left back. I don't know why. Cancelo, Robertson, Mendy, Ashley Young at Villa, Joel Ward, James Justin, Cresswell, Masuaku, Jamal Lewis, Telles at Man United, Charlie Taylor, Adam Webster, Brandon Williams, Ben Johnson, Eric Peters, Ben Godfrey, Adam Messina, Junior Firpo at Leeds, Danny Rose at Watford. And according to the Stats News website, they all have a higher rating than Cucurella.
You're looking at stats.
What I'm trying to say is I'm not saying that he wasn't a very good to very good left back. I'm saying what he was showing at Chelsea wasn't good. Yeah, and that's why I'm saying that. Of course, he's a good left back. You spent 60 million on him, 63 million on him. Of course, he's good for you to spend that.
Bro, Cucurella had 0 assists at Brighton in that season.
He was also Brighton's players player and supporters player of the year. And when we bought him and we were linked with him with Man City, he was being spoken about for the whole of the 21-22 season as one of the best performing left backs in the league.
Right, but that doesn't dispute the fact that under was it Potter? Did Potter have him?
Yeah, Potter.
Yeah, Potter, he didn't play well under Potter. Who else had him? He didn't play well under Lampard.
He had a bunch of off-the-field issues that season. That's why.
Right.
That was the anomaly season.
No, I'm saying.
Wait, didn't Tuchel have him as well?
Yeah, but he was there 6 games in there, and then he got sacked.
Fairs. Okay, just on the whole top 4 race, flawless. After your win against Everton, are you confident you're gonna make it to the top 4? And are you Carrick in as well? We need to know this.
First and foremost, I've been confident in regards to getting top 4, 5 Champions League spots for the longest now. I've been saying this the past 2-3 weeks. Carrick in regards to what I've got. Nothing. Are you talking
Next
permanently?
season,
I'm guessing.
I mean.
Oh, you're talking about next. That's why I was confused because it's like, why would I have any criticism?
Why would you be Carrick out now? Of course.
Yeah,
not.
that's why I
Okay,
was
next
confused by.
season.
That's why I was confused by the question. But I know what you're like with your question, so that's why I thank you for the clarification there.
Wow.
In regards to it, yeah, would you be wow? We all can all vouch. Dio, Lewis, Vader, if he's here, Anjay, you know what I'm saying? You know what we all like with your questions. You try to be tripping people up. That's why I was confused.
I didn't try to trip you up at all.
No, you didn't. With there, I'm saying you have previous. Yeah. That's why I was confused. Well, I've said this. If it's not an Enrique or Ancelotti and Carrick continues to perform like this, yeah, give him the job. Like I've been saying this, like as of late, because Carrick's done much better than I expected. Did I expect improvement? Yes. I know that Carrick is at least worst case scenario competent coach. Did I expect what I'm seeing right now? No. but I'm happy to be surprised by it. So yeah, if it's not a statement manager like one of the two I just mentioned, and he continues to play and he continues to perform like this, he deserves the job of merit, I would say. But yeah,
I hope they agree with you.
Yeah, well, depends. Who knows with my board when it comes to managers? I don't know, because they've shown.
I hope they keep Carrick.
They've shown how wrong. They've shown how wrong they can get it. The market's not the market's not the best in regards to managers. It's not like signing players. So if it's not a statement manager, why not? If he continues to perform well. Outside.
And how do you feel about the Everton win as well?
Oh, yeah, the Everton win. Trying to think of the correct words to describe it in regards to it. Pleased, because it was a different type of win. Because I've been talking for the longest about I'll forgive lack of will. No, sorry, I'll forgive lack of skill more than lack of will. Were we at our best during the game? No, absolutely not. We wasn't, in particular on the ball. Our front six wasn't really the best. But shout out to my guy Eddie who said this. That was a straight bar fight. It was a straight bar fight. We knew what it was going to be. Everton, Moyes side, Monday night, under the lights, raining in Merseyside, you know what it's going to be. And them players stood up. They fought. And that's what I'm so happy about. And 3 moments of individual quality from our free attacking signings won us the game. And when you match someone's endeavor and you match application and you match effort with those sides and you have the better players, you're going to have moments. That's what's won us the game. Cunha, and Bremo and Sesko, outstanding team goal is the difference in us winning that game or not winning that game. So that's where I give credit to it. You're not always going to be at your best. And you've seen our limitations. But again, defensively, we stood up
Cunha
very
was
well.
so bad overall against Everton, in my opinion.
No one was really good against him.
Bruno was bad. Lamens was incredible.
Our front, that's why I said I think our front three and our midfield two weren't good. But I thought the back four, in particular, the 2 centre-backs were immense. Lamens was, in particular, my man of the match, but the way we dealt with their set pieces, because we know what Everton are like.
I agree with everyone except Euro. No agenda. I don't think Euro had a good game against Everton.
Yeah, you crazy. I don't know what.
I just don't think he's. I think like in order for like I think Euro has a long way to go. I think it's too raw.
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation. But we're talking about in particular that game. In particular that game.
I'm saying against Everton. I think he had a few suspect moments as well, where I don't see. I don't think Euro is a long-term future centre back for Man United.
That's a whole different conversation because we do have the Litton who's in front of him and who's better, who plays that side. But he played well in the game because that's his quote-unquote weakness in regards to the physicality side of things. That's what people have said. He's too weak-willed.
Maguire was your best centre-back in that game.
Maguire was our best centre-back, but I said they was both incredible. I thought they was both. Was Maguire better? Yes, because he's more suited to dealing with that. However, Euro dealt with it very, very well. Because if he would have got dunked on by one of the Everton players, that's all people would have been talking about. So, and I don't even give him too much criticism on the ball because we weren't showing for it. We was not good in build-up. But like I said, we dug in.
Maino was really bad in that game, and Bruno as well. You've already mentioned.
Yeah, we wasn't good, but that's where I'm at with it. I'll forgive that more so than effort. Because we've rolled over in so many games. We've rolled over in wins, to be honest, and won it by moments. But that one was a typical, I knew what it was going to be. Do I want us to be better going forward? Of course. When I have the likes of you, Hassan, telling me I'm negative. I got Veta, who was gaslighting me all season, talking about
why do you bring this up every episode?
I'm going to bring it up till the end of time. We are going to be here this time next year in 2027, and I'm going to continue to, because you are both smart individuals and would not accept them performances from your teams, but sat there all year long for 5
Why did you say that, Vader? Why did you call him negative?
No, Vader is this guy idiot.
Why did you call him negative, huh? I said that to him one time only. Why did you call him negative?
Vader didn't call me negative. Vader didn't. You're trying to.
You just said me and Vader.
No. You, and I'm saying Vader in regards to gaslighting me about the team and overall and the quality.
Yeah, why did he gaslight him about Amr and Vader?
That they're incapable of, because he's Vader. He's the gaslighter extraordinaire. That's why.
No.
Because he would not accept that from City. What I watched from August to January, he would not accept that as his own team. You wouldn't accept that, no matter who the manager is or who the players are. You man wouldn't accept that. You man wouldn't accept not being given the best possible platform to succeed. You man wouldn't forgive lack of effort, lack of endeavor, defensive structure. All of a sudden, why do we look so much defensively better now? Why is it that in 6 games, Carrick has 3 clean sheets? Amorim had 2 in 5 months. Why was the Everton game our first clean sheet away from home all season long? With the exact same players. We didn't sign nobody. There's been no signings and nobody's came back. Actually, our best centre-back's missing. So our best centre-back's missing, but yet we look defensively better. Same midfielders that get ran through and don't have the athleticism and don't have the legs and all this stuff. Because everyone wants to do big dissertations and big essays about why Manchester United were bad rather than looking at the manager. It was Rico cases. You know what I'm saying? It's like you man were working for the hella investigations. Man are talking about who's in the stands and talking about Sir Alex Ferguson and how the players are not good enough and how fans ain't patient and all this rubbish. All this absolute. So how come Carrick's been able to do it? Why is everyone silent now? Because before, when I was talking about Manchester United on the show, everyone had.
Why are you silent, Vader?
You know what? This is the funny thing.
Close yours, Vader, man. Close yours. I want to hear what you got to say about it.
Why are you silent, brother?
I don't
Obviously, I don't
watch.
For you as well. Sorry, go on.
I don't watch United as much as Flawless. I don't put in the hours like Flawless. Obviously, it's his club. I don't see all of the little fine print things. But all I asked was give this manager a little more time, in my opinion, because many big clubs wanted him. And this manager at the time wanted to come in with the preseason. That was my whole argument with Flawless. I was like, yo, listen, give this guy another season. He wanted a preseason, give him a preseason. When I saw him in the preseason, when I saw that nothing changed, I was fully on board with Flawless's take. But this United, this bounce back, this performance, I'm just going to ask the question. I don't know the answer. Flawless knows it. I don't.
You already, you know what? I know.
No, don't do that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to ask the question.
I know you know the answer.
No, I don't know the answer. I'm going to ask the question.
You got the answers, man.
We haven't tracked. I haven't kept track of how many wins, the performances that Carrick has performed so far. Mm-hmm. But when you want to ask on how the players have been performing, how they don't look as poor as before, how the defense is finally doing things, how the ball's moving, I'm going to ask this. United have been known for a while to be player power. That's not a surprise. That's not even that's not big news. We've seen past years where it's player power. They've given up on the manager and they tank. They just don't perform. They don't deliver. I'm going to say this. We saw that happen before Ollie was at the wheel, right? We saw the player power. Then we saw Ollie level things up, and you guys were solid. Solid results were happening under Ollie early days, right? When Rio did the madness and said give him the contract, but you saw some consistency performance-wise. We might be seeing something similar with Carrick in terms of understanding the club culture, understanding what these players need, and getting these results. Not necessarily saying that he's the right man for the job, but these players did not give up on this manager like they did not give up on Ollie when he first came on board. I think that's what we're seeing right now. I don't know if you guys are really that good.
Okay, you know how I dispel that myth? Because this is a completely different players from the Ollie reign.
No, I know that. I'm talking about the player actually playing for the manager.
So can we use that? But it's still completely different players to the Ollie reign. There's no one here from that Ollie reign that is playing now. I don't think there's a single player. Actually, Dalot. I think that's it. Dalot and
probably Shaw. Probably Shaw.
Those two.
Maguire.
2. Okay,
Maguire.
3 out of however many.
Bruno. Probably Bruno.
Bruno, I don't think gave up on the man. Bruno, I wouldn't say gave up on the manager. I don't think Maguire gave up on the manager either. I don't think either of those. I don't think either of those gave up on the manager. That means I don't think Dalot gave up on the manager or Shaw. All the power players you're talking about have gone. One's sitting on the bench there at Lewis's club. What are we talking about here? One's a squad player in Barcelona. What are we doing? Come on, if we this is how I know you knew the answer to this.
No, I didn't know but Flawless.
You knew the answer. You knew that. I'm playing the long game. I'm not
because you know what's crazy with it. You mentioned also about Amorim needing a preseason. So how come Carrick didn't need a preseason?
Yeah, how come he didn't need a preseason, baby?
Because you don't need a preseason to be organized defensively.
No, my point is the players.
It's managers 101 being defensively solid, which I've mentioned on the show. So when Sam tried to tell me that my defenders were all terrible. How come all of a sudden now we have 3 clean sheets in 6? How come all of a sudden we look defensively better?
I see it.
Again, platform, that's why. And again, to use Vader, because you always say...
Vader's smile is telling me that you have done so much bad energy towards Flawless on the show you guys do.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's
yeah. I
crazy.
heard it
No,
all.
that's
This
not
is
true.
this is why
That's
this
not
is
true.
On the
why when
Manchester
he's like,
show,
this
yeah,
is
we're
why.
gonna
This
send
is
you guys
why.
to that as well in a
See,
bit. So
you see, Vader, you see you and the son. Like I'm never ever letting
No,
you
no,
lot
no.
live
Stop
this
saying
down.
you and Hussam. Don't
You
don't
two-
put us
no,
together.
no.
Don't.
Flawless,
you
can you be
are-
honest? I said it one time. I only said
Yeah,
it one
true.
time.
That's one time too many.
Yeah, one time too
But
many.
it's
Yeah,
just
get out of
one
here.
time.
too
Victor
many.
does it every week.
No, I don't. No,
I'm
no,
not,
I don't.
I'm not.
He's a
letting you
repeat
lot-
offender. Me, I did it
Here's-
one time.
Again, I group you in regards to different reasons. The same way I never let Amarin
He's
in his
worse. He's
regress.
worse.
I'm going to continue to dunk on this man probably for the rest of my YouTubing career lifetime. Forever. I am never, because I know what would have happened if he was successful. I would have never heard the end of it. I know what you two would have been saying if you would have turned it around. I am never, ever, ever letting this go. This is on site forever. So, like, I'm just clarifying that. I've got Amrim out written on the board, and that will continue to be there the rest of the season, next season, the season after, and so forth and so forth. Yeah. Because, like I said, I had to sit here and hear all of this nonsense and all of these excuses for this man that was clearly not good enough. And all the evidence pointed to it. The eye test pointed to it. All the stats pointed to it. And people still tried to back it.
Flawless.
And then we brought in and we brought in new players, brought in better players, and it still didn't improve. That's the case. And Carrick's come in halfway through a season with no preseason, doesn't have anywhere near. He's managed, I think, he's now managed double-figure Premier League games just now. He has nowhere near Amarim's experience or credentials. And he's managed to come in halfway through and get a tune out of this team. Like I said, our best centre-back is missing, by the way. Let me clarify that. And we look defensively better. You know why? Because it's not an individual thing in regards to defending. It's about team. It's about structure. All of a sudden, this midfield that's awful and needs an overhaul. I just still think it needs an overhaul, but it's awful and one of the worst in the Premier League. All of a sudden, looks coherent from a defensive standpoint. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that having two central midfielders play closer together would actually help the team? And they're actually two talented individuals. Bear in mind, the manager didn't want to play Mano. Bear in mind, Amarim also didn't want to play Casemiro. These two were there, by the way. Because if you want to talk about the Oli era and players and all this nonsense, Mano and Casemiro was there the entire time. He refused to play them together. I don't think they started the game together already. They've started the last 6 and we won 5 of them. Granted, we've not played well in every game. And that's another thing that Vader tries to mention all the time. Oh, you expect too much and and all this type of stuff. No, it's like there's a way to lose matches. Even if we would have drawn or lost that game, it's not a lack of will. It wasn't a lack of effort. We just didn't perform on the day if we had. But because we matched them, which you have to do when you go to these type of places, we have the quality in the final third. Because the goal was quality. As much as our attack wasn't good. The ball from Cunha quality, the weight of pass from Mbeumo, and I didn't know Sesko was that quick. I had to watch it back. I was like, geez, and it's a great finish. And now all of a sudden we're scoring goals. This attack that was terrible and this, that, and the third, we've got 12 goals in the last 6 games. Adding the 2 goals that we scored under Fletcher, that's 14 in the last 7. So how come they got 14 in the last 7? Go total up the number of goals that Amarim got with the same attackers. So we're defensively better, we're offensively better, the midfield's better, everything's better. All of a sudden, people ain't talking about Sir Alex Ferguson being in the stands no more, because that was a problem, remember? I remember the conversation before the City game, because I had to field those type of stupid questions. Or is Fergie being in the stands a problem? And I kept saying, no, it's nothing to do with nothing. People always want to do extra when it comes to Manchester United. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because people hate us. I don't know if it's the ownership, And now all of a sudden it's quiet. Now all of a sudden nobody got Rico cases no more. Now all of a sudden Vade's like, I don't watch Manchester United as much as Flawless. But before he definitely
watched, by the way. He's lying. He definitely watched.
Yeah. No, I don't watch as much as Flawless.
I know
That's
he
a
don't
fact.
watch as much as me, but he watched enough to come to conclusions on stuff. Oh, United's a big club. You lot ain't got the patience for it. Because what I was asking for was the basics, and look, all of a sudden, Carrick's implemented the basics, and all of a sudden we won 5 and 6. All of a sudden we're now odds on for top 4, top 5, and this is with a squad that's short. But get the most out of what you have, as much as we're limited. Our individual defenders ain't the best. I've literally.
And you want to know something, Vader? We're not gonna let you respond now. I have a better idea. How about let me just do the supers? I'm gonna send you guys to Sarcasm City TV as soon as we're done with the supers for you and Flawless to hash it out. So let me just get through these.
Let me say this real quick.
No. They can go watch that show. Can we let them excited for Sarcasm City TV? Respect Flawless.
Yes, but I just want to say one thing.
No, he made you a main eventer on that stream. So now you're gonna go as the main eventer on that stream and respond on that.
I'm saying one thing. I don't want to see this Flawless again. It's bad enough we have Dio that can speak 5 minutes without taking a pause. I'm not having another show of Flawless and Dio doing this in one show. I can't take it.
Okay, let me just do this.
That's why you didn't speak. I just took 5 minutes because I heard you for 5 months. That's why.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why.
5 months of gaslighting later games.
That's what it is. This is your fault, mate. The reason why I'm on this energy is mainly because of you, and some of it's Sam. Is you two.
You deserve. I did it one time only. United is challenging for the Premier League. Believe it, Flawless. Challenging for what this season? No one will back you on this.
You know what? I understand United fans getting carried away. Get carried away. We've been in hell. I hear it. Get carried away.
I don't do drugs. Yeah, that's a lot.
If Bruno Fernandes goes to Saudi, then Palmer comes United.
I don't see it happening.
As much as you're a crazy madman, I think Palmer to United is a thing.
I don't think so. I don't think we pay the money they want. Unless Palmer kicks up a fuss, he got to kick up a fuss and make it. And I don't think he'll do that.
I don't think he's going to do that for United. He's not going to do that for United unless United are one transfer away from winning the Prem as like favourites. If it's like a final piece of the puzzle, that's the only way I could see it.
Lewis said something that
be serious.
Lewis said something that's the only reason why I think it won't happen, or Flawless. One of you said it, but it's the money. I think Chelsea are going to ask for like 150 or something.
170 minimum.
Bloody hell. 170 minimum. Who do you think?
Right, that's what it is.
Right. 100%. So do you think it's going to happen still?
I don't think.
No, with the money.
I don't think it happens.
Money too much. No one's gonna pay that, brother. That's the truth.
This is just another reason why I'm not even concerned about the United links.
Yeah. See these players that are back of this about the Chelsea players. Imagine going out to Dubai, smoking some hookah and drinking some wines at a nightclub, do 7 hours flight on a Wednesday night, only had 2 training sessions. Were they in Dubai?
Yeah, they were in Dubai last week, but bro, like I don't care. They deserve a few days off. Like these men have been playing non-stop for the last 14 months. Holiday or not, is Burnley at home? It's not going to make a difference. Should be beating them anyway.
Chelsea can beat Arsenal and still not make top 4. I mean, based on the inconsistencies, that's not impossible. But I think momentum-wise, beating Arsenal is going to be big for them, though. So I think if they beat Arsenal, that will give them the belief required. But I think
even if we beat Arsenal, we probably lose to Villa 3 days afterwards. My club loves giving me like joy and then just going yoink. Fuck that.
I hear you. Someone check on Hussam. Man got replaced with an AI. Big up Lewis. What's the last word?
Big up Judo Gnome. Up the Chelsea. Big up my G.
Just so you know, it is not AI. It's a trophy you haven't seen in 7 years, buddy. So, yeah, enjoy. Actually, what's 7? 8 years. It's gonna be 10 years next year. So, enjoy, Habibi.
You know what I've seen this, bro. Hung up the Chelsea.
It's not Poch's fault. Here we go. Day 246. No one cares.
There's day 228 now as your world champions. Up the Chelsea.
No one cares. Can't wait for us to have actual world champions in the summer. Gabriel Magalhaes at Arsenal FC, holding 4 of hearts like a dynasty. Bro hasn't won 4 leagues. Christ the Redeemer pose 0 empire, still no crown.
It's obvious.
It's a bottle job, basically.
It's obvious he didn't understand what was going on. This is between him and Richarlison. This started in 2025 when Richarlison won in the preseason and posted a picture and tagged Gabriel Magalhaes with his player of the match, which is why they've been tagging themselves back and forth on Instagram. He tagged Richarlison again. Every time somebody's won the player of the match, they've tagged themselves. These are 2 Brazilian players going at it online, having fun. But of course, you're going to want to use it as banter and turn it into rubbish conversation because you don't know the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, how it started, and how it's supposed to end. They've been doing this to themselves since 2025.
Imagine spending 500 million and not making top 4. I don't know who you're talking about because Liverpool definitely make top 4, buddy. So, yeah. Talk to the wrong guy, Habibi. Talk to the wrong guy. Big up to you, Ad. FYI, Poch got the best record versus promoted teams under Clear Lake. 14 out of 18. We have 5 points out of 18 this season versus promoted team. Mauricio.
What's the point? What's the point?
Ultimately, I was right about Pochettino. And you guys can all hold.
Oh, hell no, brother. Worst defensive
brother, what?
Get in the
You
bin,
still
man.
are the recruitment out.
That's
Still
the best defensive centre-back we had. Fucking old Thiago Silva over there made him look like a bum.
Hold that.
Levi Colwell left back.
Oh, he let Matson go. I remember all the gaslighting.
Left wing instead.
I just deeped all 6 A-listers are gaslighters. It's crazy. Every single one of you guys.
At least you admitted you're a gaslighter.
Be a little bit.
Whoa. I am no gaslighter.
Vader is for me like the supreme king of gaslighting.
Yeah, he's the gaslighter extraordinaire. Like he wrote the book. Like you flip the book over and
he's the eye test for gaslighting.
Hold on. I just want to address something real quickly. Again, it's not about whether he was the player that won the man of the match or not. They've been posting that to each other. If you notice on the table, the man of the match award was on the table with 4. And then he posted some snacks on the table that meant something to Richarlison. And they
let people banter. I don't care about this. Let footballers have a bit of personality. If we don't win the Premier League, it's 100% Amrim's fault. You're not going to win the Premier League.
What is ads on?
You're not going to win the Premier this season.
Are we talking about the points we dropped under him? Hey, get carried away, United fans, man. I understand.
Euro clears Van Disney behave with some Rio region. You're calling Lenny Euro Rio Ferdinand region?
Hey, AD. Carry on getting carried away, man. I fucks with it, man. Keep it rolling.
You're such a...
Why am I? Hey, we don't know how we've been in hell.
No, but
so
this is the problem. Flawless.
He just called the Rio Ferdinand region.
Now you're gaslighting him.
I'm not gaslighting.
Yeah, now you're gaslighting.
I am saying we have been in hell, so I understand Manchester United fans getting carried away.
Do you think Euro is the Rio Ferdinand region?
No, he's not, but I can let him get carried away. Rio's one of the best centre backs I've ever seen in the Prem. But get carried away, man. If he wants to say that, let him say that. I'm with it. If he wants to call, Maine over the next goals, let him say what he wants to say, man. I'm with it.
Maine was the next goal. I think that's accurate. Only unbeaten team in 2026 Premier League. Acknowledge United.
AD, talk your shit, man. Talk your shit, AD.
Congratulations. Man. Wow, what a trophy. What a trophy. Comebacks Liverpool won't make top 5. Bro, you see, United fans don't get it. The reason why this doesn't land is Chelsea. That's the thing that you guys
I think you make top 5. I do. But I'm fully with him saying Liverpool
Chelsea
doesn't.
are the reason all these jokes won't land, guys. It's not us.
Unless Chelsea go to Arsenal and get the dub, man. Palmer brace.
Yeah, I don't know why we're acting like it's so assured. Like, you literally want your manager out.
Yeah, and?
So what makes you think you're going to have the consistency if you don't trust your manager?
We don't need consistency to get top 5.
But the inconsistencies is why it's always going to just be all of us.
I have players who can win me games. Ekitike is going to win me 1 or 2. Isak, when he comes back, going to win me 1 or 2. We have difference makers.
I think you'll do well for the next month because your run of games in March is that's a walk in the park. Exactly. But I think from April, it's a roll of the dice. We need to see where we are in April. If it's still this close in April, you can't. We don't know what's going to happen.
I'm
not even saying it definitively for Chelsea. I don't know if we're going to get it. Don't really care if we're going to get it. But I don't think it's going to be clear cut through any of us. We're going to be having this conversation for weeks.
Just
even
wait for me
the games we have coming up.
To look at Aston Villa first. As if Aston Villa are just like 9 points above you, I will unleash on Chelsea. Don't worry. If the Premier League started in January, it would be top of the table. What kind of dumbass?
Oh my God!
If the Premier League started in January, Wolves would be top 4, bro. What are we doing here?
And that's right. Hey, you stating facts. AD,
what are we doing here, bro?
If the Premier League started in January, then Victor Gyökeres would be the best striker in the league.
Hey, there we go. See,
let's talk our shit. Yeah,
let's go with the best striker of the
he's not a gaslight.
See? Let's go. I'm not gaslighting. How am I gaslighting when I'm saying
Dio, bro?
Oh, see, I thought it was me.
Everyone here gaslights. Stop it.
I don't gaslight. I do not.
No, you know I don't gaslight. I keep it real all the time. How many people have you triggered on your YouTube career? Huh?
Just because I trigger people don't mean I'm gaslighting.
Look at this guy.
Get triggered by the truth. People get triggered by
the first time I heard the Klopp monologue, how irritated I was. Find shame, brother. Find shame.
Hey, tell Klopp win more trophies.
I never gaslit people. Look
I've never Klopp win more trophies. If Klopp had
that
more
in
trophies,
itself is a gaslighting statement.
How is it gaslighting? Win more trophies. You are a world-class manager with multiple world-class players. Win more.
I think Vader is the biggest gaslighter on the stream.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Vader.
I think the second biggest gaslighter is Jay.
No,
Third is
I'm not.
Lewis.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried, Hussam. This AD guy is talking about himself in the third person. AD.
Let's
only
go
speaks-
AD, man. Let's go.
Like,
Get
yeah,
carried
speaking of
away,
myself in the
AD,
third
man.
person.
Brother, that's what worries you. He called Yoro a Rio Ferdinand region.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm finally
Rio
now
Ferdinand is the
understanding.
best center
I'm
back
finally-
ever,
I'm-
probably. Like,
I'm finally understanding what we're dealing with here, right? So he says this Dayo only speaks facts. I am what?
yeah, I hear you.
Bruh.
Big up to my guy Thorkel, who says, Lewis, we need to sell Cucurella or Hato and bring Lewis Hall back this summer. Newcastle will sell max 3 players this summer. Otherwise, United get him.
Yeah, bro. Like I said in 22-23 that I'd keep Lewis Hall. So, yeah, I'm fine with bringing him back.
I think Lewis Hall is a very good left back. Slightly overrated, though. Isn't as good as people make out, but he's very good. Like, he is not unreal, but he's good. I think he'll be a good signing for anyone. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, this was the episode of A-Listers. Appreciate you all. This was so much fun. Love and appreciation to every single one of you who have supported us. Thank you guys so much, genuinely. I'm going to be back tomorrow, inshallah, for Ahwa, where we're going to absolutely obliterate Judge Mo at 11. So stay tuned for that. Oh, yeah, Judge Mo will hate his luck tomorrow.
Bodo Glimt.
Yeah, Bodo Glimt, because
Bodo Glimt.
Hamza is ready. He called me already, said he'll be there. Paz is rallying the troops. Everyone is just ready to just cook Mo, bro. So tomorrow night, inshallah, 11, we're going to absolutely slap Mo. I don't know if I'm doing a watch along or not. I might run a Juve gala in case there's a comeback. I might run like a Madrid Benfica. I've got no clue. So yeah, I'll decide that tomorrow when I wake up, inshallah. Love you all. Like, share, comment, subscribe. All the links are in the description. Jay doesn't have a channel. Vader Games TV. Carefree Lewis G, the Gunner Reg. And we are going to redirect you now to Sarcasm City TV, where Flawless is going to be absolutely cooking this Vader fraud for all the gaslighting that he gaslit him with. You get me? That I was not part of, except one time. Only one time I hold my hand up, I was wrong. But other than that, Vader been doing it week in, week out. I'm see you guys over on Sarcasm City TV. Love you all. And yeah, peace out, Habibis. Thanks to everyone as well. Big up.
Big up, man. Hammer him out.